Good afternoon and happy Monday, everybody. Welcome in. Glad you guys could join us this evening here at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. If this is the first time you've joined us here at Ear to Hear Magic live stream, my name is Chris. I am your travel agent in the parks, and I will be your camera operator for the next few hours as we wait for that sun to set down and enjoy a nice evening here at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. So welcome in. Glad you guys could join us today. And we normally do stream every Monday through Friday from the Walt Disney World Parks and Universal Orlando Resort. And this week, I have been talking about coming back to Animal Kingdom and doing a night stream forever. And today we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So instead of having a rope drop and a morning stream this morning, we're going to go hang out in the park tonight and have some fun. So if you have some friends who've never been to Animal Kingdom at night, invite them in, share the link, put it out on social media, and tell them to come on in and let's check it out and have some fun. And if you guys are watching for the very first time, welcome in. We'd love for you guys to hit that subscribe button and join us as we have family-friendly streams here. No drama. We stay away from everything except for just having fun with the group and having fun in the park. So welcome in. Thank you guys for hitting the subscribe button and being a part of our community here. We call ourselves the Magic Crew because I bring the camera, I show you guys things in the parks, but the real magic happens in the chat as you get to make friends and hang out with people that are like-minded and enjoy getting away from the reality of it and just enjoying some fun here in the parks in Florida. So welcome in. Glad you guys could make it. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys something before we go into the park tonight. We have had not one, not two, but 3 different sand sculptures from Sandtastic USA. The first 2 were of DreamWorks titles and the like. But now that we're in April, we're getting ready to celebrate Earth Day, April 22nd, which is, of course, also the opening day here of Animal Kingdom. And this year's Disney nature film, premiering on Disney Plus, is going to be Polar Bear. And to sort of celebrate and promote the idea of Polar Bear, Sandtastic has done a great job of taking their existing sand sculpture and moving it to polar bears. So before we walked in, I thought I'd at least show you guys this. Seems like every time we walk in here, they get a different look and feel of this sculpture, don't they? He's actually working on it now, making sure we've got some upkeep. They add special things to the sand to hold it together, see if it can last a little bit longer than it would naturally. So all right, let's head on into the park. I'm going to head into the park and also jump into the chat. Thank you to all of our moderators out there who help us keep our channel chat safe and family friendly for all to enjoy. We want to make sure that we stay not only within YouTube's community guidelines, but our own Magic Crew community guidelines. So our moderators may every once in a while have to make a reminder that we keep our chat clean. And the mods are also here to help me out when there may be times when I can't see the chat. I might not be able to answer questions. And so they're extremely helpful. I can even answer questions when I can't get to the questions. Thank you very much. So, should be interesting. Ton of people coming out of the park as I was coming in. So, nice cool breeze coming through. Before we get too far in to the park, let's talk about our weather for just a bit. If you are thinking of or about to arrive here in Walt Disney World property, kind of want to know, well, what you got coming up? What you looking for? So right now it's actually 80 degrees Very nice and pleasant with nice breeze coming through here. It will get down to a low of 67 tonight. You got one of our Disney ducks over here. Tomorrow, has gotten hotter than it was forecasted even earlier this week. Tomorrow's going to be a high of 90 degrees. Partly cloudy. A little bit of sun and clouds. Then a Wednesday, we're going to be a high of 91. Thursday, high of 84 with thunderstorms. And Friday, high of 74. Back to cloudy. So we've got less rain forecasted than we had even yesterday's forecast for the week. Let's see if we'll keep up with that. So, welcome in, Mr. Steve Watkins. How you doing, sir? Yes, I'm here in the I'm here in the parks, bringing you the video and ear-to-ear magic in the chat. Is my wife Susan. So, if you're wondering how in the world I'm chatting as fast as I am, I'm not. I got Susan taking care of that for me. So, if you've never met her, feel free to say hello to Susan.
The Wilderness Explorer motto.
Lisa Z, good to see you. Happy Monday, Sharon. It's Mike B. I'll tell you what, Mike B is. He's a big name in the Disney YouTube world. He's like the glue. How you doing today, Mike? The park is only open for about 2 more hours. So, hello. Wolf Gal Leader. Has it really been a year? Time flies. Time flies fast. Welcome in. Good evening, Robert. Just getting into the chat saying hello to everybody. So, Honey Bear is in. Amy H from the West Coast. Yes, thank you guys for hitting those thumbs up as we come in today. Try to see as quickly as possible how fast we can get to 100 likes today so that YouTube can invite some more friends to join us. The faster we get triple digits, the faster it is that YouTube will start sharing our stream out. Hi, Sarah. It was nice seeing you on the stream yesterday, says Sharon. What do you think, Sarah? You say hi back to Sharon. You guys have been waiting for me to come in. I'm coming in a little late today as well.
No, we enjoyed the break.
I'll tell you what, it was 45 minutes of on the I-4 is not something I'm accustomed to. Normally we live right behind the Magic Kingdom, right behind, the castle. So to have to sit there on I-4 for 45 minutes, oh man, it's a change of pace.
We've been here since 7:20 a.m.
But I say you guys road dropped this morning, right?
Yeah.
And pretty much killed everything today.
We got everything except for a dinosaur that's been down all day.
Really?
All day.
I could have sworn I saw it on the wait time earlier.
So my app is broken. The wait time is not working. I refreshed it and everything. But on Mayo's, it's totally accurate and fine.
That's good to know. I wonder what our other wait times are going to be like then. So, welcome in, Leo. Hey guys, how's it going? Stephanie Taylor's coming in on Saturday. We'll have a great week, Stephanie, coming up into your trip coming in. And let us know if you have any questions we can answer before you get here. Michelle says life has become hectic because our daughters learn to crawl. Yeah, when they start moving, yeah, just wait till they start talking. Then it's even worse. So. So, did you guys enjoy the TikTok last night?
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Notice somebody didn't get happy birthday sung to them in that video. So, you're talking about all day long, you're getting not recognized for your birthday.
We've both been recognized the same amount.
Yes. Today, you're back on level. You're back on level.
We've swayed them over to the center. So they helped with the button.
That's what it was. It was a visual thing.
There you go.
So we got Mike here, we got G Mommy here, and of course we've got Sarah, and still wearing that gigantic, huge piece of metal.
Yeah.
And
The one day you said you weren't gonna wear it too. I don't know.
hey, when you get a medal like that, you wear it as long as you can, because it's really weird when you bring it back.
You can't do it.
You can't do that anymore. You can only wear it that one weekend.
Sure to show everybody. We have a whole thing hanging in our
So, guys, I wanted to come about this time because I really wanted to go over to the safari and see about sort of a sunset like safari, which are really cool. You guys cool with that? You want to go with me to go see some animals?
Sure.
They're pretty active earlier.
Yeah, they were really active. They were out.
That's why I really like the first morning and then the last ones of the day. So keep in mind, just because the park is open to 8:30 tonight does not mean that the safari is. Always be careful and check your My Disney Experience app or the signs in the park. They'll tell you exactly when Kilimanjaro Safari will close. As a matter of fact, tonight it's closing at 7.
Yeah, that's great.
So they usually close at least an hour before the rest of the park does.
Oh yeah.
And so at least allow for that. So don't get surprised if you run over at 8:20 and they're like, oh no, we're closed. We've been closed. It happens every single day here on the safari. So park is open till 8:30. Sunset today, 7:45.
Okay.
So my goal is, of course, just to go have one last safari for the day, see what the animals are doing, and then after sunset, I figured we'd head over to Pandora and enjoy Pandora. Has any of you ever been to Pandora at night?
When I first came, it was like just becoming night, but it wasn't like lit up.
Nah. So, and I know Mr. First Timer over there hasn't, so I should have warned you to bring a flashlight.
Oh yeah, it does get pretty dark.
Well, no, it's not for that. One of my tips, and this is, I'll give you guys all a tip here. When you come and you are going to be doing Animal Kingdom at later in the day and even staying in Pandora at night, if you can get yourself a very, very bright tactical flashlight, the bioluminescence that is on the ground, if you shine your flashlight long enough at it, will retain the light. So if you have a really, really strong flashlight and a lot of patience, you can actually write or draw things on the ground. So if you want to check that out, Owen is my eldest son. Owen and I came over one night with some really, really strong flashlights, and we did just that. And we drew Mickey's and we wrote our names on the ground, and it was quite fun. It's quite entertaining. Matter of fact, we did a vlog on it. Can you believe it? Can you believe we did a vlog? But no, you can go check it out if you want to see the experience. You can go back on Ear to Your Magic, probably type in search for Pandora, and see if you can find a video where we just kind of had fun with flashlights that night. I was really afraid the security was going to come along and have a problem with us drawing on the ground, but nobody bothered us. So hey, real quick before again we get too far into the stream, I did want to go ahead and kind of give you guys an idea of what our schedule will look like this week. So if you guys wanted to join us on future streams, you can do that. And it's a little different this week because of spring break and some other surprises we wanted to do. So, of course, tonight we're going to be at Animal Kingdom until park close. We're going to be dark as can be before we leave tonight. Tomorrow's going to be a resort tour. We're going to take you guys to All-Star Sports, and we're going to do a full walk-around tour of all of the All-Stars, as much as we can get in the short amount of time we normally stream. All 3 All-Star resorts are like tandem. So we're gonna get you guys a view, show you guys some of the areas, some of the buildings of All-Star Sports, music, and movies. So if you've never been to the All-Stars and would like to learn some more information, hang out with us tomorrow. I believe we're gonna start at around 11 o'clock. So, and tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to be back at Universal Orlando Resort to have some fun. Thursday, we're going to be back at Epcot to try out a few things, including the extravaganza hunt. So if you guys want to help me do some egg hunts, come check it out on Thursday. And then Thursday night and Friday and Saturday, we are doing something we have never done before, and it's a complete surprise. So we'll have to tell you later what that's going to be. So all until 7 p.m. So yeah, we're going to be going someplace brand new at the end of this week. So looking forward to taking you guys to some place that we have never been to before, and sharing a lot of information about it. We're going to be going outside the Disney bubble and the Universal bubble. I didn't see what the wait time was. Did you see one posted?
10 minutes.
Okay, wow.
Just for reference, we waited 90 earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we missed time a little bit.
Welcome in, Caradad. Good to see you. We got a 10-minute wait, which means it's a walk-through. It's a walk-on. You guys want to go see some animals? Jackie says it's going to be 92 degrees in Dallas tomorrow. About the same as what we're going to be having. Welcome in, Hawk the fam. Good to see you. Mad Catter says the 90-degree weather on Wednesday for my birthday sounds a lot better than the 50s here in Michigan. Well, you'll have to come join us over at Universal. We can celebrate your birthday there. Good to see you. Disney fanatics. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Artemis is here with us tonight. Naomi says, love your ears, Sarah. Now we're gonna have to do a close-up of them out later.
They glow up too.
Oh, there's a squirrel. That's a wild squirrel. Do not get close to that guy. He will take off an arm, a leg. It's crazy. Hey, squirrel friend. What's up? What's up, buddy? What you doing? He's on the cleaning crew. Making a bottle of popcorn everybody left here today. Hello, welcome. Yes, the crawling changes everything. Welcome in, Ben. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you.
If someone in your party is traveling in a related device, please
This is a perfect safari. 10-minute walk on. Looks like they're only boarding one side.
As you approach the loading platform, please note that
Hello, Jill.
to the state zones. The area
Disney's Michaeltown Clubhouse. Welcome in. Jumbo, everyone. All right, so Ben from Seattle had to say hello to Sarah. Of course, she's Navi Sarah today.
Navi Sarah, I like it.
Navi Sarah. Where's your tail? Are you wearing a Navi tail?
Oh.
Oh.
I have a little friend.
You don't have your uniform? Oh. I was about to say, you got a Viper Wolf on you.
We both have friends. I have a friend too.
I like the Viper Wolf a little better. It's like the kind of pet, Kyla would have.
It actually looks like one of our dogs with the little tongue sticking out.
Welcome in, Dr. Dragon. How are you? Oh, Jill, was that like a rare squirrel encounter then for you? I like my squirrels. Squirrels are our friends. Welcome in, Janice. My daughter said they were crazy when we were there. No, oh, they don't. They're not scared of humans. They have guests here all the time. So the squirrels will walk right up to you. If you offer them food, they'd probably take it from your fingers. I would not suggest that, but they would. All right. Is it possible for us to reserve a seat in the back so that we're not blocking anyone's view? So we'll be willing to wait if we need to. Yes. Perfect. I don't want to get this big old thing in anybody's way, so. And besides, these guys need to know what it's like, as much fun as it is than be in the back row.
Oh, yeah.
It makes you wonder why they don't have seat belts.
Did you want to go on that?
Actually, you know what? I'm going to be on this side for once. I'll be good. The only thing I'll miss is probably the hippos. Maybe the hippos, maybe the crocodiles.
Not out here.
So, yeah. Oh, you're fine. Thank you. Good to see you, Bailey. Jumbo. Stitch. Aloha, Stitch. Hola, Condor Jimmy. How are you? I mean, this is, what? This is even going to be less than 10 minutes for us to get on. That's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. It's going to be cooler out on the savannah, which means I hope to see more animals than you would be if you come in the middle of the day. And these guys rode earlier today and they waited 90 minutes. 90 minutes. Which is 10 times as long as we just waited.
It wasn't even 10 minutes. It was
And I was like,
a little walk on.
Bailey says one time a squirrel jumped on my leg in Boston. It was terrifying.
Oh my God.
You think that's terrifying, Bailey? One time, squirrels got in Candace's pants. Oh, it was terrifying. She sang a whole song about it. Squirrels in my pants.
Squirrels! Squirrels! Left-hand side. That is generally the better viewing experience, and there's absolutely no standing on our vehicles for any reason.
What if you're on fire? If I'm on fire, can I stand up?
All right, my friends, just watch those hands, arms, feet, and legs. These doors are ready to be
Welcome
sliding
in,
closed.
Nicole. Good to see you. I'm gonna hold on to my hat. I don't want to lose this hat.
Oh, Sana. Thank you, Warden. As we say here in Harambe, Twende, which means...
Twende, let's go.
Jumbo friends, my name is Chris. I'm going to be your safari driver throughout
Hey,
the
it's Chris.
Wildlife Reserve.
He's the best one.
Before we get started, a couple of safety reminders. First and foremost, I need everyone to please remain seated at
Thank you
all
guys so much for
times
hitting that
during our
thumbs up
tour.
for us today and getting us to
There's
100
no
likes
switching
already.
From this point onward. And let's keep those hands, arms, feet,
Sweet.
and legs inside the vehicle as well. If you have any small children, they can be seated on your lap, but they too must remain seated at all times. So please do not hold your children up in the air, stand them up, or move them around. That is for your safety. It is also for the safety of some of our animal friends. We've entered the Little Atari Forest, where animals use camouflage as a type of protection. And I'm going to go ahead and start talking about our friend right here on this left-hand
Look,
side.
it's a duck.
That is one of our saddle-billed storks.
I love those.
So we have two on the reserve. They are mates, and they mate for life. And here's the other one now.
I've
Some of
never
these
seen
female
the storks
saddle
up
storks
here.
have no vocal cords. Instead, they communicate by rattling their bills. You can tell our males apart from our females by looking at their eyes. Males have dark brown eyes, while females bright yellow. On the right-hand side, you're going to see one of our okapi friends in that corner there. Now, we may think the okapi is related to the zebra, given these striped
There he
patterns they
is.
have on their legs, but they're actually the only known relative to the giraffe family. We know this because of these long, prehensile tongues that they have. They use that to grab leaves off of trees and bushes. They also have these elongated necks that we associate with the giraffe and have the same amount of vertebrae in their neck as the giraffe. Now, the stripe patterns on their leg do serve a second purpose outside of camouflage. A baby okapi is going to memorize their mother's stripe patterns. They're going to fall throughout these forest environments, learning to protect themselves from various predators. We're going to move on to our black rhinos. We have one in the back here, but I'm going to focus on this one a little bit closer in front of us. The black rhino is a solitary creature who has no natural predator out in the wild. Now, they do have one we consider unnatural, however, and sadly, that is actually considered mankind. Man has hunted our black rhinos to near extinction. There's only around 3,000 left in the entire world. People hunt for those horns on their heads. They feel they serve some sort of medicinal purpose. And rather, those horns are made out of keratin, and they are no different than our fingernails. We do some efforts to protect and preserve our black rhinos. One way conservationists do this is they dye those horns pink, which render them valueless to some poachers. We're going to start talking about our friends on the right. I'm going to start with these copper-colored friends of ours known as the bongo. And we also have these tan-colored antelopes known as the greater kudu. We'll focus again on those bongo first. The bongos are known as the ghosts of the forest because they are so rarely seen out in the wild. The horns on their heads, they are very heavy. They use that to brush away the underbrush of these forest environments so they can swiftly travel through their ecosystem. And those kudu that we have, those are female kudu. Males have 4 inch, roughly 6 feet in length, while those females have no horns at all.
Usually the only place
The
that I
greater
ever
kudu
see
can
the
emit
store.
this sparking
Like,
noise.
always
It's
right
the
there.
loudest sound that any antelope can make, and they use it to alert each other of any type of dangers that may be in the area. We've just entered the Safi River that flows to our Nile crocodile as well as our hippopotamus friends.
Look at man, Vicky.
We do have a baby hippo, baby Greta. If she's out, she's usually out on our left-hand side. I will do my best to put her out to you guys. Her mother's been teaching her to hold her breath underwater. She tends to pop up sporadically throughout the evening. We're going to see if we can't find her as we drive around here. We will first look to our right, see if we have any hippos on this side of our reserve. Not seeing any hippos. Great view there on the right. Hippos can be a little tough to see at times. They will spend the majority of their evening
They're so
completely
tiny.
submerging themselves
Beetle.
inside these waters. They do that to keep from overheating. Our hippos spend roughly 8 minutes at a time, completely submerged before coming up to take a breath. But while we keep looking around for these hippos, I'm going to go ahead and just talk about these black-headed vultures that you see in this reserve. So they are actually not part of our tour. They're native to Florida, not Africa, but the reason that we allow them to stay is they have somewhat of a symbiotic relationship with our hippo friends. So they're going to rest on our hippos' backs. They're going to eat off any dead skin or bugs that may be bothering our hippo friends. And so because they have that good relationship, we do allow them to stay inside of this reserve, and they get along well with those hippos of ours. That's a rarity, as hippos tend to be very territorial creatures. Unfortunately, I'm not getting a great look at, oh, I take that back. We have 2 of our hippos. These ones are very tough to see as they are both completely underwater there. Doesn't look like, I need everyone to stay seated for me. Need everyone to stay seated. We're just not getting a great view, unfortunately, so we're going to keep driving around. And looking to our left,
Inconceivable.
we can see our Nile crocodile. The Nile crocodile.
Welcome, Julian. Bienvenidos. Desde Argentina.
To be 16 feet in length and will weigh around 500 pounds. Now, something you may not know about the Nile crocodile, however, is they can actually be very loving parents. Both mothers and fathers take their eggs. They roll these around on their tongues. This helps with incubation. This also helps in the hatching process. Once those eggs have hatched, those parents tend to take a very active role in those young hatchlings' lives. So looks can be deceiving. When it comes to their own, the key word there is own. The Nile crocodile can actually be a very loving creature. On our right-hand side, you're going to see one of our baobab trees. Now, while this may look like a tree that sits upside down, it actually just remains leafless 9 months out of the year to conserve water during the dry seasons in Africa. During these times, animals pierce the trunk of the baobab. They get water from it. That's how they stay
Funny
hydrated.
how that one
And
stays
because of this, the
leafless
baobab trees are the
12 months out
nickname,
of the year.
the tree of life. Also, let us know we've entered the
It's a head
largest part of
scratcher.
our tour today. We've now entered the savannah. Here in the savannah, animals use speed as their main source of defense, and as I drop down this hill overlooking the savannah, we get this nice view. You can see a couple of the animal friends we're going to meet today. The savannah is home to some of the most iconic animals in all of Africa. Giraffes, zebras, rhinos, cheetahs, lions, elephants. This is where they can be
Bears, oh
found.
my.
Now, right as we enter the savannah, looking to our right, we're going to meet these large bovine friends of ours. These are known as the Akoli cattle, also known as the Watusi cattle, named after the Watusi tribe who first domesticated them. They're one of only 2 domesticated animals that you can find here.
Thanks,
on our
Aaron.
reserve.
Thanks for sharing it out on
Massive
social
horns
media.
that they are mostly hollow, except for some blood vessels that are shaped within a honeycomb structure, and they're used to disperse heat out of their bodies. Looking to our left, we're going to see if we have any of our spotted hyenas out. We have 2
Ooh, the
of them
hyenas
on
are out
top
today.
of their den here. Drive around, get a better view of them. I know
Aw,
that sun blaring down
hyenas.
can make it a little bit harder to see them. They're right on top of the den. Now, while the hyena looks like they're part of the canine family, they are not part of the dog family at all. They're actually part of a family grouping all of their own, known as the Hyenidae. Their closest known relative is actually going to be the weasel. The hyena is also a female-dominated
say Whoopi
group.
Goldberg.
That means the lowest-ranking female is still of much, much higher rank than the highest-ranked male. And the hyena's been proven to be one of the smartest
two real
animals we
geeks.
have
How you guys
on
doing?
Earth. Hyenas have over 22 different forms of communication.
Happy Monday.
That cackle we know from
African
the movie
squirrel.
The Lion King is actually used to assert dominance within
These
their
guys are
groups.
crazy rare.
Passing us now on the right and left are termite mounds made primarily of clay, saliva, and dung. And they're actually as tough
He's
as
pretty good
cement.
too. He's
The termites that live within these mounds are going to farm their own food inside of them. And if you make your way over to Gorilla Falls Trail, you can actually find one that's been cut in half. You're seeing just how intricate all those designs, the
Can't see
tunnels
it on the
that these termites continue to build.
It's like,
We're coming around the corner here. We have two different sets of animals very close to us. I'm primarily starting with those animals that we saw for maybe just a brief
happy with
second
us
there
tonight.
on the left-hand side. It's always great when these guys are very close to our vehicles as they're very, very small. We're going to be driving by the smallest antelope species in the world, and they are known as the springbok here out on our left-hand side. The springbok get their name because when startled, they spring repeatedly in the air and can jump 6 feet in the air at a time. That is known as pronking. They're also one of the top 10 fastest land mammals. They can hit top speeds at around 50 to 60 miles per hour, putting them around
when
10 to 15
when
miles per
there's
hour
new
slower
food
than
at
the
some of these
fastest
quick
land
service
mammal
places,
of all,
I usually prong.
cheetah. On this right-hand side, you can also see our herd of wildebeest. I'm seeing mostly our bridled wildebeest, so we have one white-bearded wildebeest there in the middle there. Now we have we have another white wildebeest on the end as well.
Hey,
we have a
Matt,
very small
did you
herd
see
of
those?
wildebeest on our reserve.
Those are new.
The reason I say that is out in the wild,
Yeah.
they travel in herds as much as 1.5 million. They're also going to travel between 500 to 1,000
They're all
miles during
news.
migration. Again, the second
They're all
largest migrating
news.
mammal, second only to mankind. We're going to stop next to our two Hartman's Mountain zebra, including Baby Dash right in front of us here. Little Baby Dash is almost a year old, which will officially make him a
Baby
toddler
Dash.
zebra.
He's a
But the
toddler.
Hartman's Mountain zebra have white underbellies. Other zebra species have a black striped pattern throughout. We also know that those zebras are black with white
Welcome
stripes.
into the Magic
And we know this
Crew.
by looking at their nose. If the nose of a zebra is black, it means that species is black with white stripes. Other zebra species have white noses, meaning they're white with black stripes. And our herd of zebra is known as a dazzle. Looks like we just caught our Maasai giraffes. Looks like they're about to go inside their barn of theirs.
Oh, they're going
You
in.
see them all together there on the left. Maasai giraffes have these very rough, sharp patterns. They are distinct to the Maasai. Our Maasai giraffes stand at around 18 to 20 feet tall. They're going to spend the majority of their days grazing. They actually eat between 18 to 22 hours every day, and they rarely sleep. A giraffe only sleeps 30 minutes in an entire day. They do so either sitting or standing, but never lying completely down. That is to protect themselves from predators.
That's why they
We are
refer to
entering
Disney
our
YouTubers
male
as
elephant
giraffes.
yard. I already see my male out on the right.
We
We're gonna
graze
see him
18
in
hours
this
a
angle.
day
We're
and
going to
sleep
try
for
to get
20.
a closer look at him though on the other side of this little area. We're going to try to catch him before he moves out of that area, but we're going to get a really good look at that male. This is the largest male that we have. He is close to 13,000 pounds.
Oh, we'll have a great
He's
stream tonight, Two Real
absolutely
Geeks.
massive. That is the largest an elephant tends to get. Males can get as much as 13,000 pounds, while females tend to get around 10,000. Let's see if we can't get a better look at him. It looks like he's going to be perfectly in view here, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Oh, it actually looks like he's a little bit off to the side. Let's
Yeah,
see
we're not
if we
gonna see
can't
him.
pull around and get that view. There he is. Just got to keep pulling, try to get it so everyone can get a good view of that male there on
Hey,
that
big guy.
right. Now, when our males reach adulthood, they break away from the rest of the herd and they strike out on their own. If a male does travel in a herd, it's going to be no more of 2 to 3
Miss Meow
males,
Meow.
and that is actually known as a bachelor. Something interesting that our very own conservation team discovered is that elephants are actually afraid of bees. They're going to run to the side of them or if they hear them. We've used this knowledge to help farmers in Kenya protect their crops. What they do is they build beehive fences along their farmlands to help keep roaming elephants away. Because they're trampling their homes and trampling their fields. The farmers then take the honey from these beehive fences and they can sell that as well. So So it's safe for our elephant friends, it's good for our farmers, it's even good for the bees, because the bees are home. So we consider that a win-win. We're going to see if we can have a good view of our female herd out as well. We're looking to our left. Woo. Now as we enter our female yard, if you look real quick to our right, you are going to notice these test marks here in the clay.
Welcome in, Angela.
They break it off and they eat it. Remember those found inside clay that are good for an elephant's diet. So I'm going to stop right here. I want to point her out. She's going to be very tough to see, but I can see our toddler elephant. She's in the middle of this rock and this log right in front of us. I want to go ahead and point her out now because she's very small, so you may not see her as we go around the hill there. She is just at around 4 years old. She's the smallest of the elephants that we have, but she is still by no means small. We're going to see if we can't get a better view of her, but we may not, again, because she's so small, she doesn't always come across this ridge here. But females tend to be far more social than their male counterparts. Females spend their entire, I can kind of see her there, but females spend their time inside of these herds. There's also where they raise the young. They're even going to raise young males. Let's go into their second yard. We do have one in the middle of that reserve as well. And actually, we might get to see that toddler from this angle. There she is. She's almost as big as that little rock there. It is always great to see our elephants out in these natural environments. It's actually become something of a rarity these days. And that's due to this mineral known as coltan. It is used in production of our cell phones and electronic devices, and it's found primarily inside of
FMF Raptor.
Because we've been mining for these materials, we've been destroying their homes and have made it near impossible for our elephants to survive out in the wild. We can do our part to help our animal friends. One of the easiest ways to do this is to recycle. If we focus on recycling our old electronic devices rather than just throwing these out, let's go get down to mine for that material, that coltan, that helps keep these elephant environments safe. We're going to get one last look at one of our elephant friends. She is getting some food, some hay from our little feeding areas there. As we drive around, you can see all that dirt covering her back. So this is a tactic our elephants use to keep their bodies cool in the heat. They're going to throw dirt on top of themselves. If it's a particularly hot day, they splash themselves with water as well, turning all of that dirt into mud. Driving around these waters, we're going to focus in on our flamingo here on the left. Better known as raider flamingo. Flamingos get their pink colorations from their diets. They eat brine shrimp, which contains carotene. It gives the adults this nice pink color.
We start seeing some great
You may notice that young have more of a
flamingos
black and white color to them. It'll take them around 2 years to get that pink coloration throughout. And our flock of flamingo are known as the flamboyants. You may wonder why you see some of our friends sitting on one leg. They do that for two reasons. One, it helps them conserve energy while they're resting,
and the other
as
one
well as
because it
protect them
hurts.
from predators that may be lurking in the shallows of these waters.
Walking around the parks all day long.
We are now entering
Why stand on
the
my leg?
east of our savanna. We'll see what animal friends we can find out here. This will also be our chance to see if our king and queen of Africa will grace us with their presence as well. You never know. Our chances greatly go up later at night.
Just hear that? Right here, a lion. It's very faint.
I'm not seeing any of my animal friends just yet. But if you look on the ground, you are going to notice this little mud pit. It's actually known as a mud wallow. That's where we typically find our white rhinos out in the very early mornings. White rhinos will splash around in mud. They cover their bodies in it. This is protection from the heat.
It's a lot of mud on this
as well as
part.
varying insects. Once they have covered themselves in that mud, they scrape off any excess on the trees, giving themselves a nice even coating throughout.
So we have
Real
three
look up on top
baby
of this
white
hill, so we
rhinos.
can't find
We saw
any of
all
our
three of
cheetahs
them
out.
last
Now,
week.
cheetahs can be a little tough to spot, no pun intended, but they are rather small cats. They use these spots of theirs, the shadows as a reserve in that tall grass, to blend very well into their environments.
Did you guys see any of the
Not seeing any
baby
in this first
rhinos
yard.
this
Let's see if we have any in
We
the
did.
second. I do see two
Ranger's
of my
the
cheetah
oldest
girls
one.
in that second
And there's
yard. These two
Milo.
that we're about to meet.
And Logan.
They are sisters who have spent their entire
Logan
lives together.
is a
One
girl.
is going to be in front of us here next to that
So-
tree. The other one's going to be tucked away in that corner. She's going to be a little bit tougher to see there. Pull up to that cheetah now.
here.
The cheetah is the world's fastest land mammal. They can hit top
she had
speeds
to
at around
move.
70 miles per
Whoa.
hour. Go from 0 to 60 in just 3 seconds.
Oh, she's not.
Now, cheetahs, they are sprinters, not marathon runners.
Nope.
They're going to keep that speed up for around 30 seconds or so before they stop and take a break.
They do the
However, in
5K,
that time, a
not the
cheetah will
10
cover a great distance.
Yeah.
In 30 seconds, our cheetahs run the length of around a football field and a half. That's about 150 yards.
Wow.
We have this hilltop that is coming to view. It is known as a coping, home to our lions. Now, lions live on top of copies. That's how they survey the savannah. Any animal that comes from the light of this copy is considered their prey. That's why Mufasa says to Simba, everything the light touches is your domain. And we do have our lions in view on this left-hand side. Again, we usually have a better chance of seeing our lions when it's later at night. That is because they are nocturnal hunters who sleep during the day. So our lions are going to sleep roughly 16 to 18 hours every day. They do that to conserve energy in between hunts. Now when it's time to go out and do this hunting, it's actually our two females there that go out and hunt. Our males stay behind. They protect their territory. They also protect their young. Our male has this luxurious mane, while those females there, they have no mane at all. The scientists did discover that there's an all-female group of lions with no mane. The alpha female may actually grow a mane much akin to her male counterpart. And a herd of lions is known as a pride, hence the name Pride Rock in the movie The Lion King. Now speaking of the Lion King, you can't have Simba without Pumbaa. I wish I had some in better view, but if you look right in that back left-hand corner, just inside of those bushes, I can see two of my warthogs. Oh, it looks like one might pop around the corner here. There they go. The warthog is the world's largest burrowing mammal. Those tusks they have, they are not used for defense. They actually act as shovels to dig those holes that you see there.
Hey, what are
The
you
warthog is
looking
also a
at?
deceptively quick creature. They can actually hit top speeds at around 35
Oh, there's
miles
two of
per
them.
hour. Going to our right, we do have some water buck on the ground there, but I want to talk about my Bontabok, Sebastian. He's standing in the middle of that reserve. He has that beautiful chestnut colored coat.
Welcome in, GME 1970.
He is our resident grandpa. But we are very, very happy and
The eggs have
lucky
moved.
to have our Bontabok on this reserve.
The eggs have
and the
moved.
reason that I say that is because in the 1930s,
They're not together. There's two of
they
them
were
out of the
hunted
nest.
to near extinction. Around that time, there was only 17 left in the entire world.
That's more than
Luckily,
12.
a group of local farmers were able to save the Bontabok. What they did is they built fence lines around them. They were able to keep them contained, and they brought those numbers back up. Now, roughly around 2,500 in the world today. So while those numbers have greatly improved, something we want to keep in mind, there's actually around 500 less Bontabok than there are
First time I
black
saw
rhinos.
Milo,
So they're still very
over
much
here,
considered
it was the weirdest
critically
thing. I'd
endangered
never seen a
species.
rhino
Those
in this
numbers
car.
continue to improve, but again, we're so lucky and thankful to have Sebastian on our reserve. And he's actually the oldest Bontabok on record at around 17 years old.
Whoa.
truck. She was not
And she
happy.
got so mad at him.
Oh, she was not happy. They stopped. the
Probably
safari.
grounded.
They stopped
Now
the
we have
safari for
entered
20
the
minutes.
Magadi Glen. We're driving by our warden's post, and it looks like our final animals have actually gone home for the evening. This is the home to our Nigerian dwarf goats, but they recently had a bunch of new baby goats. And unfortunately, they cannot stay out on our reserve very long, especially when it starts to get a little bit cooler and that sun starts to go down. So we are going to go ahead and drive through this area, but if you look in the middle of that reserve, you can't see that yellow box there. That's actually an example of a beehive fence that I was talking about earlier with our elephant fence. Well, my friends, that is going to be the end of our tour today. I do want to thank you guys for joining me. I enjoyed learning about these animals of ours and had an appreciation for them as well. I am going to be dropping you guys off momentarily. However, if you would like to learn more about our animals, you can do so at DisneyAnimals.com. There's also the magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom found on Disney Plus in the National Geographic section. Now, if you would like to see more of our animals, there is only one option at this point. It is going to be Kilimanjaro Safaris. We have trucks going out until 7 o'clock. They're going to cut the line. All the other animal exhibits have already closed for the evening. We do have to allow our animals to go in a little bit earlier. So if you want to see any more of our animals, I do highly recommend jumping right back in line here at Kilimanjaro.
One more
If you
time.
would like to help any of our animals, that's something we greatly encourage. One of the easiest ways to do this is to recycle. And we have recycling cans located throughout all of our Disney parks and resorts. This is also the only Disney park in which you can donate to the Disney Conservation Fund. You can do so at any of our service locations. Simply speak to one of our cashiers, let them know that you would like to donate and how much you would like to donate, and they're going to give you this little button thanking you. You can also make your way over to Starbucks, and if you order a black white, all the proceeds of that drink go to our Tamaranian monkeys, who are currently critically endangered. And at the end of every day, Disney does match our donations dollar for dollar. So we can only do our part to help our animal friends, and every little bit we do helps.
What
In
is
fact,
it
the reason we
called?
call this the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, that word Harambe is an African term. It means to come together. That's the whole idea of the story. We want to come together with our animal friends. We want to see them in their natural environments. We can have an understanding and appreciation for the ones that we have here. It's actually the reason that we built this ride. It's also the reason that we built Animal Kingdom. Our founder,
All I'm doing
Disney,
is
did
hearing
see
all the
magic of all
songs
these animals that we
come
have
up when-
here, realizing that we don't
I
need to
know, I
have
miss that.
pixie dust to
When we
see
built, you know,
the
we
magic
built
and
this area.
beauty of nature. So we always try to find ways to better live in harmony with all these animal friends that we have here. So if there is anything that you can take away from this tour today, it is just finding ways that you can help our animals and even the animals here in Florida, both around the world as well as locally.
So, you guys didn't get the experience, like any off the seat
I
experiences
do apologize. We
on this
have
tour.
quite the backup
There have been
right
times
now
where
at our
I was
unload
worried
area.
about hitting my head on the roof.
If you continue to
I was
behave
like,
the best that you
whoa.
can.
I mean, the one we had earlier
Like,
was
Oh, our driver.
I'm looking for the bars.
So if any wilderness explorers traveling with us
Our
today,
driver
you were traveling
earlier,
on the
he would go
Simba
from
1.
really, really,
Again,
like,
to any wilderness
slow and steady, and
explorer,
then he would
this was
just
the
book
Simba.
it.
Gun it.
Oh my
and
god.
he kept telling us jokes.
yeah, he was
Jungle
definitely a jungle.
He was
cruise.
definitely a
He was a skipper.
Yeah,
100%.
because he went down the whole list of
Was he as good as was it Lloyd, who had
Oh,
all the animal butt trivia? It was interesting.
That was funny.
Oh my gosh.
I was at work and I was
So
listening
we
to it.
are
Somebody
going to
walked
end
by
up
and they were
moving
like,
into the
what?
second
What are you
half
listening
of
to?
it. We already have a lot of vehicles behind me.
He was
We're trying to keep this open as much as we possibly can, trying to alleviate the traffic as much as we can. That does mean we are
Welcome
going
in,
to have to hold
Ernest.
for these
That's
next
our goal
couple
tonight.
that are
Sunset
currently
is at
unloading our guests.
7:45 tonight, and we will be heading to Pandora as the park closes.
We just keep waiting, remain patient. Hopefully, these will keep opening up to us in just a moment.
Michelle wants to know, do you need any Tylenol after that ride?
not after the ride, after the race yesterday.
I woke up yesterday, or actually this morning, and I felt like I ran a 10-miler. Like my feet were like just in pain. I'm like, I didn't run the race. That's not fair.
Well, when we met up at Epcot, I was jumping in the puddles and I thought it was like all fun and stuff, and then I realized I gave myself blisters because we
Oh.
were there until park closed.
And your feet were wet.
My feet were wet the whole time. So we got to mile 1 and I said, ow, and Calvin was like, what? I was like, my blisters broke my foot.
Oh.
It's right at mile 1. I was like, no.
Oh, 10% of the way.
We have one more vehicle that is in front of us that needs to unload
Beep,
their
beep.
guests. I do want to thank everyone
Honk.
for remaining patient. I know sometimes it can take us a little bit of time to make our way around, especially when we have these backups here. But we will be up to that unload area in no time. I do want to thank you guys
Bob.
one more time for joining
Whoa.
me here inside
Listen,
of
listen, listen for it.
I always invite you guys to come back and see us again. You know, just safaris are exactly alike. You never know what you may find out here. I know we did see a lot of our animal friends, but we did
I
not
often
see all of
wonder
them. I
about
know
this
that our
because there are
males were not
often
out, as well as some of our white
many of the
mammals we
times
didn't
the
see
way
as
they
well.
unload
We also
guests
have
on
a
this
number
ride,
of new baby
that guests who
animals
got
that we
on
have in our
after
reserve.
you
We have 3
get
baby
off
white
their car
rhinos with
first.
2 baby mandrills.
Like,
So
this
those
vehicle is
that run
behind us,
around
and they're
our
gone.
safaris, it is
I
definitely
didn't
not the
think
same
that.
every
It
time
happens
you go
all
through
the
here.
time.
So those
And
second and third
I
trips
sit
will
here when I'm
greatly
sitting here and you
encourage.
guys are like, well, you know, what is he doing? What is he thinking? I'm thinking, why are we waiting? Why didn't
We're gonna head up there now.
Lost
Right,
Stitch,
my friends.
Jumbo,
So
and
before we go
welcome.
our separate ways, something us safari drivers like to say, because we find goodbyes to be far too sad and far too final. Instead, we like to use the phrase Waharini. which simply means,
Waharini.
go well in Swahili. All right, my friends, please wash those hands, arms, feet, and legs, and swords and riders sliding open. Please make sure to check your seats for any personal belongings. You do not want to leave anything behind. Waharini friends, go well, go wild, don't make a difference. And please enjoy yourself here at Disney.
All right. So, wasn't too traumatic. We didn't bounce around too much today. I've had some that were much more bouncy. One of these days I'm going to turn the gimbal off and get in the back and I'm just going to hold it.
Oh my gosh.
Just so I'm not sure who's going to get motion sickness that way. Well, thank you everybody for joining us here tonight for an evening stream. Instead of a rogue drop this morning as we normally did, since we did such a long stream yesterday at Magic Kingdom, I thought let's go and do what I've been promising you guys for so long. And we're going to take you guys in Pandora at night once the sun sets. We got a sunset at 7:45. So we're going to give ourselves about 45 minutes to explore and enjoy what's going on over in the Valley of Moara. Maybe we'll see some banshees or a viper wolf. Viper wolves are really cool. Look at them. They're just adorable. Look at those guys. I mean, I hope we see them in the wild. They're wonderful. They won't eat any of us, I'm sure. Now, the first time I saw that movie, oh my goodness, the viper wolf, that was intense.
No, I felt really bad. I was like, why are they killing him? I got very angry.
Welcome in, Jay Wild. Jay Wild says it's nice to see Sarah on the stream.
Aww.
She's streaming Sarah. And then of course we've got Mike and G Mama back there. And I think we may have a sneeze. Pardon me. Thank you. We've got we may even have G Mama's mama and Papa and Nana on as well. I don't know. Calvin, we thought you said something earlier. It turned out to be one of the safari vehicles. Hi, hi.
Hi, Calvin.
Did you get caught in
Happy
Oh.
Happy Monday, Lost Stitch. Welcome in, Tony. Honk says, good evening, crew. Hope everybody's having a wild time on the stream. I actually expect it to be a little bit low-key because of the fact that I don't know about what it's been like earlier today.
It is like a quarter of how bad it was earlier.
But let's go this way and make our way around, and then we kind of spend some time before we head over to Pandora. In the just trying to get in, there was one time I had to stand off to the side walking in from the parking lot for like 2 minutes because there was a complete crowd of people walking out.
Yeah.
I would have had to have been rude and like, excuse me, and like, no, I wasn't going to do that. I was just, they were walking like 4 or 5 wide, straight. It was like a parade.
As we're doing it.
And yeah, but I mean, there was no space on the sidewalk at all. So I'm just like, I'm just going to sit here. Maybe they'll throw candy. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys something you may know about, but you might not know about. But our little bakery over here, back in 2016, they came up with this really cool concept in the bakery. They had their normal bakery treats and all that, but they also came out with a line of treats that were like chocolate treats with like different types of like crunchy, like pretzels and stuff like that. There were like 4 or 5 different types, but they were all different shapes of scat.
What?
In other words, they were shaped to look like animal excrement, as you would have seen out on the safari.
I thought that was a good idea.
And someone thought it was a good idea because not only that, but they advertised it and everything. And it didn't last long.
I can't imagine.
It was popular, but it didn't last long because so many people walked up to the counters, looked in and said, that is gross, that is disgusting, and complained. And it probably only lasted about maybe 3-4 weeks.
Wow.
But it was, somebody had a really great idea of like, hey, let's make all these different shapes and put all this, like fiber and little pieces of sticks hanging out of it. And then as kids come up, they can guess, is this rhino? Is this giraffe? Is this? And yeah, it didn't go over well.
I don't think I would.
So let me ask in the chat. This is the question for the chat. If you guys First of all, did any of you in the chat remember that when it happened? Was it about 8 years ago? No, 6 years ago. But did any of you guys remember that? And even more so, if you guys had a chance, would you buy one of those treats? Would you think it's cool and funny and try it out, or would you be one of the ones going, I'm not going in that bakery at all. That's just nasty. All right, photo spot. Welcome, David Thomas. Glad to have you guys in tonight. D says we're at 151 likes. Thank you guys so much for continuing to hit those like buttons tonight. As always, the more likes we get, the more likely it is that YouTube's going to share our stream out with some friends who are looking for some Disney fun tonight. And we want them, if they're part of our crew before they even found us, we want them to find us and find us as fast as possible, and you guys help that out by hitting that like button, so thank you guys for doing that.
No, I know. Yeah, I remember that part. We talked about that earlier.
You know, I don't know. Lost Stitch want to know, are you guys going to have anything to eat in Pandora?
They
I don't
still
know.
have to try cheeseburger pods.
You guys haven't had the pod yet?
I have.
Well, you
Ah.
have.
He's new.
I do not like.
I don't know.
eat
I
the coleslaw.
maybe I might get a night blossom or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. It's me. It's me says it was a great safari except for those animals in the back seat. Those were crazy, guys.
Yes.
G Mix Films, thank you for riding with us tonight. We'll appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Stevie Lee has a commentary on the dung desserts, as I was going to call them. I think the official comment from Stevie Lee is, and I quote, "Ew,"
Yes.
unquote.
I'd eat it.
Oh.
If you don't understand that, let me translate it for you. You may speak a different language, but ew, David, ew. There we go. So.
Oh.
I probably would too.
What is
I
wrong with
would.
you?
Well, I did.
Would there be an immaturity part of you inside that says, that's cool, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to walk around and wait for people to look at me and then
like, you
just
just
shove it
gotta
in my
try
mouth, you know, or...
Well, I did do the demon shot like 2 days ago.
That's true. Jay Wild says, that sounds so gross. Ew, David. Ew. Tiki Man fan, how are you? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Susan would have let me buy one.
I can't imagine she.
Would you?
probably
Would you have let me? I don't know.
I would let you
I don't know if
have
you would have.
I wouldn't be able to watch you eat it. I couldn't.
Stevie Lee, who pays that much attention to know? Oh, the caretakers do.
What was that?
They know what it looks like, and
Oh.
all the caretakers
Oh, yeah,
do.
they do.
They have, matter of fact, they have to know what it looks like if it's healthy or not healthy, and they have to actually sometimes go find it to make sure that the animals are in good health. So yeah, if you want to be a zoologist, you better know.
Every dog always needs to know.
G Make Film says, look behind you. What is it? Who we got? Is G Make Films behind us? I don't know. See if there's somebody behind us. No. I thought maybe something cool like a gorilla swinging down would be. Squirrel. Oh, there is a squirrel.
Oh, hi.
Are you? There we are. How you guys doing tonight? Oh, doing wonderful. Did you guys enjoy the safari?
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Cool. Where are you guys from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. We just had some friends who are driving back up to New Jersey tomorrow. Did you guys fly or drive? Yeah, that's smart. I would assume. So, on a school trip?
Yeah.
Is this for the whole week?
Just till Wednesday.
Just till Wednesday?
Yeah.
Well, cool. Where do you guys go to school at?
Seneca High
I guess that would be why it's written on all of your shirts.
School. Yeah.
Is that why they decided it was? You know, they weren't going to tattoo you, but they wanted to identify you some way or another. So, is anybody you want to you guys want to say hello to back in Jersey?
My dad. Yeah.
Your dad? Did he pay for the trip?
What? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. Wow, you said hello to him and he didn't even pay for the trip. That's pretty awesome. So, well, thanks for saying hi, guys. Appreciate it. You guys have a good time tonight. Oh, pardon me. Mad Catter says my mom always called no baked cookies cow pies.
Oh, why? That's
Yum.
such a good cookie.
Yum. I'm going to start doing that with my kids, so maybe they won't eat them all. Susan says, I remember that. I called it a bad idea even before I saw them. Yes, she did. She's like, oh, there's no way. I'm like, Jay Wild says, I do remember that, but I thought that was gross from the beginning. Love WDW, welcome in. It is a gorgeous evening. Thank you for popping in and hanging out with us tonight. Would you guys like a photo?
Oh, that'd be so nice. I totally would love that.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you really? You can do it.
Do you not like my talent? I'm no streamer, but.
All right, now you got to get horizontal for TikTok, vertical for TikTok, and you got to get horizontal for Facebook. Stories is vertical.
This is already more complicated than it needs to be. Thank you very much. Do you want me to get one?
My selfie game is terrible, so I figured if you guys were doing that, you need a little help.
Perfect. There you go.
Awesome. You guys have a great time. Love the Stitch shirt, by the way. You see the stitch on the shirt? That's cousin. I did. You know, there used to be a gift shop right beside Anti-Gravities in the Magic Kingdom, and it had a mural of all the different experiments, except for Stitch. And it was just one huge mural, and it had a bunch of the other experiments hiding all throughout Tomorrowland. And right before they closed it, the last time I was able to walk through there, it was almost empty. There's like very few people in there. We walked through Anti-Gravities. I walked into the space, and it was really just Susan, myself, and like 2 cast members behind the counter who were just kind of chatting. I walked in, I got excited, and I went, cousins! And the cast members stopped chatting and looked over at me and go, oh, that was so cool!
Have you done that at Ohana, though?
No.
Oh.
That was just kind of fun, of the idea of the whole cousins thing, you know. I tell you what, if I can ever make a cast member smile, laugh, or have a nicer day, I think that's an awesome thing.
I can walk in and do Bronco.
Oh.
Cousins.
That was pretty good. Like, that sounded just like him. GM8 1970 says, I would try the treats if they were dipped in chocolate. They were made of chocolate for the brownness. I'm not going to go into further detail. I don't think I need to, if I must say so. But Hawk the Fam, it is a different experience, and we don't do it a lot with Animal Kingdom. It does have a different feel to it. Even now, I want you to notice the crowds. Now, we've also got a ride down, which means at that point, we really only have 6 attractions, maybe 7 attractions. And then, you know, the animal trails are closed.
Actually, it was 5 because dinosaurs been down all day.
Oh, dinosaurs, but that's right, dinosaurs been down today. You know, that kind of looks like Scrat from Ice Age, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like Scrat? He's got the long snout. Give him an acorn, you'd see it. Joe, is your wife watching? Joe says, well, sometimes my wife makes chocolate chip cookies that resemble Scat.
Oh,
Oh, but they're delicious.
hey. That was mean.
Oh, I love the Night Blossom. It's like one of my, one of the few, like, you know, frozen treats that I like enjoy almost every time. All right, so we're closed on the Maharaja Jungle Trek.
Yep.
So the only thing open that way is right now is Chicali River Rapids.
No more with me.
Yeah. Gabriel had to throw down a little food real quick. I don't know what you and your kids mean by that, but throw down a little food, Pilgrim. Is that a food fight?
I need the real part.
It's a busy day.
Now, did you show Matt what's so special about the shrine?
I did not.
Welcome in, John. Good to see you. Candace, welcome in. Good to see you, Patrick. All right, so Matt, I want you to stand right here, like right about here, and look at the shrine and tell me what's so special about that shrine.
You shouldn't need to practice.
Don't know.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I wanted you to do it from here. Now, what I'm gonna do is, by the way, Gabriel wants to know if you guys have been hydrating today.
Well, they have.
They have.
Not nearly.
They've been drinking all the water bottles.
Ah, okay, at least somebody has.
Buying
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. Matt, you see my screen? You can see the shrine. You see that lovely shrine? Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Look at that beautiful, all the little tokens in front of it. It's got a really weird shape to it though, doesn't it? You ever looked at the shape?
Oh, it matches the mountain.
I didn't
Cool.
know that.
Sorry. Now I feel like I told you.
I never noticed.
So, think that's a coincidence?
No, probably not.
Probably not. Exactly. I love showing that to people who've never had a chance to see that before. But it just goes to show you everything that is put in with intention.
Yeah.
There's details in there. So have you guys gotten a photo pass today?
We don't have photo packs.
Well, you do now. Get over there and get a picture.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. Well, not in their picture. That would be rude. You know. Hi, we're going to borrow your photo pass.
I'm sure I probably photobombed people by accident on the run. When I saw camera, I was like,
Welcome in, Kayla. Good to see you. Hope you had a wonderful Monday.
Which one's surrounded
it's
by idiots?
scars. I'm surrounded by idiots. I love your shirt.
Hello. I'm going to have you scan me and then take pictures of them. No, because I don't want the officers to see me. I just want them to know, identify them. So, no, just for them in the moment, we're good. Actually, we're live on YouTube at the moment.
You're live on YouTube?
We come here Monday through Friday just to share the parks with everybody. So if you ever see us, if it's your birthday and you know it, raise your hand.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank God for that.
Welcome in, Mark. 305 days. Peanut butter sponge cake. I'm excited about that.
I'm sorry.
Best friend fiance.
I always assume like the exact opposite. So if you're standing next to someone and your arm is touching, put your arm around their back. Okay, good, we don't take space. And then everyone take a step to the left. I found him. They did it really fast. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Gigi. Have a good evening.
Hi, sister.
It's
People always do that with us.
Yeah, people always say that, bro. It's really weird.
Is it your day off today, Jay Wild? I tried.
Anywhere we go, they're like, "Are you guys brother and sister?"
Because we don't act like a couple.
I mean,
Well, I don't know if I've ever shared on the stream the story about we have some friends of ours who live that used to live in the Ocala area, and when Susan and I came to celebrate our 13th wedding anniversary, it was just us without the kids. So we here on our anniversary weekend. Well, we did not know that our friends, who also at that point had 3 kids, that were like mirrored families, they also had been married in January.
Oh.
And they so their anniversary was like 3 weeks before ours. But So I didn't know that. But so we were coming without the kids, so we said, hey guys, we're going to be coming down. You should come and hang out with us at the Magic Kingdom or something, and we'll have just the adults. You know, you can get a babysitter, just the 4 adults, we can have fun. When we found out that their wedding anniversary was 3 weeks before, I'm like, that was really cool. Then we found out even something even cooler. Their wedding anniversary was the same time as ours. We had both been married 13 years. So we had special buttons made for Susan and I, and it's sort of a tradition. We would pay to have them personalized. We had back in the day when they had the red buttons, and it says, you know, happy anniversary. And we had Chris and Susan put on it and happy 13th anniversary. And then we found out that our friends had the same thing. We're like, we're gonna get them buttons as a surprise. So they showed up at the Magic Kingdom. We gave them buttons, and they're like, oh, that's so cool. And we were walking through to Tomorrowland, and I said, let's go ride Space Mountain. Susan's like, I don't want to ride. I'm like, oh, come on. And our friend's wife, she's like, I don't want to ride either. I'm like, all right, guys, we'll go ride. We'll go ride. We'll be back. We'll meet you guys back. And we get to the place where they split off the fast pass and the regular line. And we get up there, and the guy goes, all right, you guys to the left. Happy anniversary, you two. And we both turned around and said, thank you.
Oh my God, that's awesome. You just went with it.
It didn't dawn on us. It didn't even dawn on us. The guy said happy anniversary, and our wives weren't even with us. That we were both wearing red anniversary buttons that said happy 13th anniversary.
That's too funny.
And so we had the best time on that ride. It was so great. So I got to celebrate my 13th wedding anniversary with my other spouse on Space Mountain. It was really fun. So
you guys have an anniversary now?
Have you guys seen the snow leopards?
They're so cute.
Snow leopards. And of course you got the red pandas.
Yes, they're
You
big
know,
right now.
Yeah, they're the red pandas, like almost like, you know, becoming red, you know.
Oh, they have. I didn't even realize they have the recycling.
Oh, you're not supposed to recycle animals. That's mean.
No.
They used to do that back. Like these guys, look at the eyebrows on these guys. It's pretty significant. They're turning red. That just means they're Canadian Chinese.
Oh, we did not see our toes today. Didn't really feel like it.
So, and they're still good friends of ours, and it's every once in a while I'll reach out to him in January and tell him happy anniversary. All right, so this is our day. It's now 7:23. Park's going to close in just over an hour. We got 60 minutes for Flight of Passage, 35 minutes for Navi River Journey. Closed. Okay. 5 minutes for Kali River Rapids. 15 for Dinosaur. It's open.
Of course it is.
5 minutes for Triceratops Spin. So, and so, you know, we got about 3 attractions left open for the last hour of the thing. There are no fireworks in Animal Kingdom. It scares the animals. So, now the question is, Flight of Passage, is it really 60 minutes?
I doubt it.
Honestly, we jumped in line earlier at 110 minutes. It took us 45 minutes.
So, yeah, sometimes it's exaggerated, especially at the end of the day.
It's just to deter people at that point.
I think a little bit too.
They're both right there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, the 60 minutes for Flight of Passage is probably just people circling the ride at this point.
So, I have to ask, how was your first flight?
Oh, geez.
Amazing.
So, did you enjoy it then? I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
He has a favorite ride at this.
Well, I loved soaring the other day when I did it, but that was just. It was. A
Soaring's
whole
good,
nother level.
but it's so much more interactive.
Right.
Soaring, they don't splash, you know, water in your face.
Yeah. See, our splashers didn't
What?
work.
He only got
You didn't
the
get
wind.
splashed?
He didn't get splashed water or anything. So we're hoping this time.
Well,
he gets
I can throw in those effects if you want me to sit by you.
Yeah.
If we ride it
I'll
again.
hold a water bottle.
Well,
I'll
like
just
the.
throw it.
Water bottle. I didn't say anything about a water bottle.
Oh.
Matt, we're in the water.
The fact that you like.
Water.
They have like the the effects to make them feel like they're breathing and everything. It's
You
like a
know,
whole
the
new,
funny
like,
thing is, I
level
missed
to it.
that the first time I rode it. And then Susan told me about it. She goes, "Wasn't it really cool the way that the animal was breathing between your thighs?" And I'm like,
No, the first time,
what?
No, the same thing for me, but mine was broken, so I didn't know. It was
and I don't know. Maybe mine wasn't working the first time I rode it. I have no
It
idea.
was incredible.
So,
Definitely my
You
favorite.
guys are going to Hollywood Studios tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you done Rise of the Resistance?
No,
Yes.
but I'm a huge
So,
Star Wars
I would
fan.
love to hear your opinion afterwards as to what you feel is a better ride. Flight of Passage or Rise of the Resistance?
I can't answer because they're two totally
I
different
have an
things.
easy answer for that. Mine is obviously Flight of Passage. I don't think Rise of Resistance is that.
See, there's a lot of people who think that that's an very unpopular opinion because they think Rise of the Resistance is like the top tier.
Well, I don't.
And-
I think it's the same thing as Minnie and Mickey's Railway. Just there's, I think it's the exact same thing pretty much.
Wow! And all of a sudden the chat blows up.
Well, I enjoy Mickey and Minnie's Railway a lot. It's one of my favorite rides right now. But I still think it's, I think it's Flight of Passage is better.
The way I just explained it was it makes me feel something.
So that's a good question, John. If they don't do fireworks here because of the animals, why do they do fireworks at Busch Gardens? That's a thinker. Busch Gardens, Tampa. They have fireworks there. That is a very good question.
Oh, our friends are going. Yeah, our friends are going.
Oh, it was like listed for 30, and we walked basically right on. So. All right, so I'm going to take you guys over here where they've got it hidden. But we're going to come. They're not supposed to be back here, but we're going to come back here. All right. I want to show you guys. This is the community board for the Dino Institute. And there's all kinds of things that are, just around here. But there's one I wanted to point out to you guys if I can find it. Uh-oh. So, a little map here of the little area. And it's kind of interesting. The boneyard. This place is rad. We found loads of fossils. When the professors aren't around, we slide down the sheets. And it's kind of cool. They hide all kinds of stuff here, but let me see if I can find it. I know it's here. Where'd it go? I'll find it up here. There's one of the names that's extremely... There we go. I knew it was over here. See the position available? The head of research at Dino Institute.
Stable personality.
Do you see who the museum director's name is?
I got it. It took me a second.
Diana Soar. I love that. It's so cheesy, but I just think that's hilarious. So did you guys go inside of the boneyard?
No, we did not.
Why not?
Because honestly, I would stay there.
Yeah, well, you would. It's a lot of fun.
It makes me miss the old place at Hollywood Studios though.
The Honey, I Shrunk the
Yes.
playground.
It makes me really miss that.
I love that playground. That was awesome. Now, if you've never been there, then you've never been to the excavation pit either.
I have.
You
I
have?
just didn't bring them.
Excavation pit right across this. As you go up to the top, you can go over and you can dig for dinosaurs. She likes your leggings.
Thank you.
Welcome in to Disney Baker.
You know what? They're so
Hope you had an awesome day on the main street. Do we need to sit for a bit?
No, I will just text him.
Okay.
He just went to it.
Top of the world. Hey, I got copyright music. I love music like this now. Now I have to sing over it. No, I really like this song. I don't care. I'm on on top of the world. Yeah, if anybody's ever watching and they have something they come across they'd love to share with us in Magic Mail, feel free to send it to our P.O. Box. We would love to receive it and share it with everybody like we did with Andrew's awesome brickheads, Harry Potter the other day. And we're going to be, I did not get a chance to get over here early enough to go buy the box and pick it up today. I have to do it tomorrow. So if there's something in there cool that I can share with you.
You're going to be at our resort.
So it will make it easy. But yeah, if you guys ever want to send us anything, feel free to do so. There is the address right there. It's also found in the description of all of our videos. So Robert says flight of passage is listed at 60 minutes. We're calling that into question. We're really unsure as to whether or not it really is 60 minutes or not. But we're going to head to Pandora one way or the other and check it out. We've got about 15 minutes left in the day before the sun sets, so. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Debbie. Unfortunately, it probably picked me. It didn't pick up the music, but it probably picked me singing the music. I apologize for that profusely. By the way, if you guys are first-time watchers of ours, I do sometimes just break out into song, and it's not meant for entertainment. It's just because I can't control it sometimes. And it's not good, or else I would not be a streamer. I'd be a singer. So feel free to sing along. I won't judge you. Thanks, Debbie. So John is throwing in a prediction. He thinks that it's forecasted. What's there? It's as we say, it's listed as 60 minutes. He thinks the actual wait is about 40 minutes.
I'd say that's pretty on par with what we got this morning.
Probably. Ooh, what is?
Flame tree. I know that smell.
Man, I smelled barbecue.
We ate at Eat Spoon Cafe today, the pulled pork mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Did you take him on the Tough to Be a Bug?
I will not do that. I was traumatized as a child. I will not do it.
And yet you won't share that experience with your friend?
He did it. He did it.
Oh, he did it?
He was here the first time.
Ah.
That's the only thing he can remember.
You know, I keep forgetting about this, and I want to. I have to remind you guys, because if I don't, I'm going to get in trouble, because it will happen tomorrow night, and everyone's going to be like, I don't remember. But tomorrow night we are having our monthly patron call for the Magic Crew. That is from 7 p.m. Eastern till 9, about 2 hours. We will be having our monthly Zoom call for all those who are Ear to Ear Magic patrons over on Patreon. It is a awesome call because it allows people to get on, all video, all audio. Everyone's invited, and we will be posting the link on Patreon. And of course, we hope that if you are one of our patrons, that you will join us tomorrow night. If not anything, but just a few minutes just to say hello. And if you've always been interested to get to know some of these people a little bit better, see them in person, get to talk with them, learn something about them that they may not be able to share on the stream because it's, you know, just chat, I would invite you guys to check it out. Go to patreon.com/ear to ear magic. And all of the donations that are given through the Patreon group go to us and our channel to make sure we can continue to keep things going. And it is a huge help to us to pay the expenses that come through. So thank you to all of our patrons for that. And look forward to the call tomorrow. I don't know if Sarah's going to be on, though.
I was thinking about just going on mute and showing my surroundings.
There you go. She's going to zoom. She's going to call into the Zoom and like ride all the rides. You're going to be Rise of the Resistance as we're on the call.
We're going to rope drop that and then like play Slinky. I think is our plan.
Slinky dog dash it while we're all chatting. For once, Sarah's going to be providing the park coverage. I'll be sitting inside a living room like the rest of you guys. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow night because tomorrow night's on the Zoom call. I'm going to use my new Mickey-shaped ring light.
I saw that.
So iJoy reached out to me and they said, you know, we have some great Disney products. We think you would enjoy it. We think some of your followers would enjoy it. And can we send you one and you try it out and tell us what you think? And I was like, sure. So, and I promise, the last few Zoom calls we've had, my lighting's been terrible. I mean, you guys like, you know, professional studio quality, and I'm over there like looking terrible.
Just in my basement.
So I'm glad I got a ring light. And the cool thing is the ring light's Mickey shaped, so if I put it far enough back, you get to see Mickey reflections in my eyeglasses. So check that out. I got you, John. J-Wall says, I just want a Dole Whip, just saying.
Yeah, I feel that.
If you smelled that Flame Tree barbecue, it may have changed your mind. Because Gabriel, man, that smell, I don't know if it was manufactured or not, but it's sleeping at the moment. You guys should wake it up. You know how to wake it up? There's 2 spots there. Go over there and beat on it.
It's the drum.
Yeah, just go and hit it.
Flat spot.
There's a lower spot too. Just hit it.
Yes.
Yep.
Casey.
Hit it hard as you can. Maybe a little less than that then. There you go. That wakes him up.
I love it. If only I did that. If only you did that. Of course you hurt your elbow.
By the way, did I tell you that was carnivorous plant? So you can either do it up top or down low with the little kids, but or up top. And then normally when he gets really upset, then he'll spit out the spout and hit some unsuspecting guest as they're walking along. They should have known better though. There's water all over the ground. Where did the water come from?
It is the animal.
John's like, oh, I'm parked. Sorry about that. I got a caught a banshee tail. Updated predicted wait time for Flight of Passage is now 35 minutes. Much better than of the day. J-Wall, we answer the call every month. So here's the thing, when we do the patron calls, I had originally set it up to only be 1 hour. We never hit that 1 hour. Everybody's just chatting and having a good time. So I have to cut it off at 2 or we talk all day. But no, we did originally set it up for an hour. So even if you guys can't make it in the beginning, if you're a patron, we'd love for you to pop in, even if it's an hour and a half later. I mean, if you're gonna have to do a ring light, right? It might as well be, you know, Mickey shaped. Oh, Christine, every tier is available for the Zoom call. So it doesn't matter if you're on the lowest tier, which is our stage crew, or the highest tier, which is our producers. Everyone's invited to the Zoom. Now, we do have giveaways monthly, and I'm going to have 2 giveaways tomorrow to make up for March. But the giveaways are, they are reserved for stage managers, producers, and directors, the top 3 tiers. But everyone is invited to come in. So honestly, it's even if you just want to support the channel and come in as a member of the stage crew, it's only $5 a month. It helps the channel, and you can come on in and have fun in the Zoom call every month.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good, you know, everything when we're in the parks, but man, when we get home, it's terrible, isn't it? Hey, I loved me some polite pig too. I do.
I have not tried that. I've heard it.
Oh, it's pretty good. Remy, meow, meow, meow. I'm making sounds for Remy. Meow.
Hi, Remy.
Cat sitting, Jay Wild. So yeah, let's talk about that real quick. Jill brought up something.
Okay.
The fact that today they did make the announcement, and I was going to get started out with this. Today they made the announcement that yes, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind will be opening Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
So it will open up on May 27th. There will be cast member previews and there will be annual pass holder previews. Watch your inbox if you are an annual pass holder. They will be sending out emails. Do us a favor if you guys are part of the crew. If you get that email, send something out and let us know so we can let everybody else know as well, because those are going to go fast. So excited about the possibility of riding Guardians of the Galaxy before it opens up on the 27th. I'm waiting to see how fast Memorial Day weekend reservations go now.
Oh, fast.
J-Wow says, I just walked up here. Did you guys want anything?
I think we might try it.
So Chris just woke up Remy as I opened up, was like, what?
Aw.
Meow. Meow. All right, so on the menu, Pongu Pongu. Snacks. Well, Chili better be on the call tomorrow.
What's the difference between the night blossom and the rum blossom? If just one has rum in it.
We got our stage manager. We got some awesome patrons on here. And again, the things we have to pay for, it really does help. And the patrons help with that. We have to pay just one of our applications to stream, costs us $59.99 a month. That's the one app. We have about 4 apps total that we use for productions and all that other stuff. And that doesn't take care of, it doesn't, as far as sales, equipment, if we have to buy equipment or stuff like that. So it does make a huge difference, and you guys support our stuff. What you guys gonna get?
So you can take next to the next window. One box of the ID on you. All right. It's gonna be $14.91. Pomegranate bubble, okay? I can break it 50. The pomegranate bubble, okay?
Yeah, how did he even know that? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It will, Jay Wild. It will be open later this year. Mike says, get a night blossom, please. Now, I believe that might be a special one you're getting, right?
I got the rum blossom,
You got the rum blossom,
which is the night blossom.
the night blossom with a little bit of rum in it.
$20.35 and 9 cents is your change. Just be careful, all the rum's gonna be right on top.
That's the night blossom is good for me.
Night blossom, it's gonna be $6.70.
And I just saw somebody walk away with the Navi-sized pretzel as well. Now, I'm not much about proportions, but if it's really truly Navi size, I feel like it should be a little bit bigger. And a tail.
Oh, it's
With a tail.
$3.30 is your change.
Welcome in, Piano Rob.
I mean, our pretzels are bigger than the standard portion. Have you seen them?
yeah.
What's that?
That the pretzels are bigger than the
Than the normal pretzels?
yeah.
I just want one that's like this big.
You know, we always.
I want a Pim Labs pretzel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I get the right one. I gotta hold this thing up. You know. Thank you very much.
The green straw's the alcoholic one.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. That's a good way to know. All right.
Oh, can I get started for you?
By the way, thank you.
You're welcome.
Night Blossom. Notice white straw, green straw, not gin approved. That's a good way to know. If you see a kid running around with the green straw, knock it out of their hands. And then
Violence
run
is
because
okay.
somebody's going to be upset about it. But
I got the right from it.
are you guys gonna try it?
I'm gonna try it. The Night Blossom rum. He got the non-alcoholic. I'll try it.
Oh, there's like things in it.
Oh, yep, I got him. That was a surprise.
Oh, you mixed up the pearls?
Ooh. Wow, that's
Yeah, I see him at the bottom, and I was like, oh, and I see him just all getting sucked into
I
the
wasn't
straw.
expecting all of them all at once. That's really good. Oh, it's stuff.
They're not supposed to do that.
No.
So what are you up to tonight, Piano Rob? For a second, I thought it was Tuesday. I'm like, well, it is. It's Monday. You got a show tonight, don't you?
I got it.
Make sure.
Sorry.
By the way, if you guys ever want to watch Piano Rob, go check him out over on the FPE network.
Sweet. Really sweet.
It is a really sweet drink.
Yeah. I'm not a sweet drink person.
I just don't drink.
The rum is fine, but the drink itself.
She's trying to. So, what do you think of it with the rum blossom?
It's really good. I was just stupid and mixed the boba pearls in, so with every
Oh.
sip, they're like, I wasn't expecting it. It's really good though.
So, Gio, yeah, it is a boba drink, and I can't put my finger on the. There we go. Ooh, that's kind of scary. Look, it's in 3D. You have your glasses on? Hey, lady, what's with the goofy mask? Oh, not a mask. I'm sorry, lady. Michelle, it is a really sweet drink. Yeah, but it's really good on hot days as well. So, it's got the two different flavors, including the pear. So, Love and Disworld, welcome in. He says he hasn't tried this yet.
The snack master has not.
I know, can you believe it? You can give a review to Love and Disworld of something he hasn't tried. Shock.
He came in right on time though.
But he
That
knew
was
he knew you were buying something. He thought you were getting the lumpia or something because he's like, what?
I was.
Have you ever
tempted.
tried it?
No, it's a very weird mix.
It is I'm not a huge pineapple fan. My kids love it, pineapple, but it depends on how it's done. But actually, it's really good. But it is another sweet thing. So if you get that and the Night Blossom, it's just sweet upon sweet. There's not much savory there. So I don't think it's a pomegranate. Let me see what the boba pearls are. I'll double check real quick. Passion fruit, that's what it is.
So right now we are out of passion fruit, so we're using pomegranate boba.
It is pomegranate.
Yes.
That's funny. Somebody just asked. And I said, I don't think it's pomegranate, but it is pomegranate.
It's pomegranate boba right now. We ran out of passion fruit a couple weeks back.
Got
so
it.
Right now we're using pomegranate boba, so we can get the passion fruit.
There we go. Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
So it actually is pomegranate in there now, but they ran out of passion fruit, which is normally what's in there. So the bobas are actually not the normal flavor. They're pomegranate right now because they ran out of passion fruit.
They're really. What are they usually?
The passion fruit.
Passion fruit. Oh, okay.
John wants to know, should he be taking notes on this review of the Night Blossom? It's not, well, it's kind of hard to review something when the ingredients aren't exactly how it's normally prepared. So,
The rum is good.
The rum is good. I mean, the drink itself is a little sweet.
I love sweet soda.
It is overly sweet. If you don't like sweet drinks,
Yeah.
it's going to be too much for you. It really is.
The rum is good.
The rum is good. All right, that's the review. We know the rum.
Top notch.
So, were you with us when we saw Jack Sparrow?
Yes, we weren't with you. I was watching the stream and like brushing over.
I was talking to him about the Rum Disney,
Rum Disney.
the Rum Disney races, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't get that invite." I'm like, "Yeah, supposedly they're all running to get rum. That's the Rum Disney races."
He was at the race.
Oh, was he? He should have known better.
There was, there's a runner every race that dresses up as Jack Sparrow, and he runs and he keeps the character the entire race. So if you run by him, he'll actually start talking to you. And his run is just like Johnny Depp's movements. It was incredible.
I don't know if I could run that far for 10 miles as a character.
Well, when he went over, because they had the TVs, he was in the first crowd, so there's no way we were catching up to him. But he like walked like.
So every race,
Every single race.
Oh my gosh.
It was awesome. And he had to be dying of heat. Once that sun came up, it was hot.
I want to go as the father from Onward.
I love that movie.
That would be a great runner's costume. Just be a pair of pants, running the whole course.
There was somebody dressed up as the elevator, the Tower of Terror elevator. So they had an entire cardboard box that went about halfway down their body.
That and like when somebody dresses as Kronk, holding Yzma, that's like a hard costume to wear for a long period of time.
There was also somebody dressed up as a People Mover cone, and it made me very happy.
I love the cones. I love the People Mover cones. All right, so let's walk around some more. We're gonna wait for our visibility to go down even more. And by the way, guys, as always, we love this live stream and to share with you guys, tell you tricks, give you some information if you have questions about the resorts. Matter of fact, tomorrow we're going to be doing our streaming from the resorts over the All-Stars. So, love to have you guys join us starting at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning as we walk around all the grounds and check out what's going to be the last of the resorts to have opened after everything shut down. So it opened up on March 31st. So glad to have you guys join us. But Susan and I are Travelmation travel agents. That's how we pay the bills and take care of our kids. And if you guys are looking to come to Disney, Universal, or doing any kind of travel like that, we would love to have you reach out and let us help you do your next planning. Of course, no fees whatsoever to pay. We do not charge them. We get paid by the vendors that we book with for you. And it's the same price, if not lower, than what you can do if you contact them directly. So reach out to us and let us know if we can help you book your next vacation for 2022, 2023. And you can do that by sending an email to chrisedwards@travelmation.net. And then make sure to copy Susan Edwards at travelmation.net. I don't know, does anybody else do this on their streams, or am I just the weird guy? What? Go for the
My family.
go for the photographic. Go for the cool artsy shot. Oh, it's nice and cool here too with the water.
That feels really good.
The bromine smells fantastic. I know, I was expecting it, Debbie, to be a little bit darker, being the fact that supposedly the sun went down 10 minutes ago. Everything's starting to come alive a little bit here, though. So Christine wants to know, am I doing all the stars or just the sports? I don't know. It depends on how quickly we get through there, Christine. We can walk them. I would love to walk down the entire corridor and at least get to see a little bit of every one of the sports, music, and movies. So I can hear Banshee. You hear him? Hear the Banshee? So, ooh. Thanks for stopping in, Debbie. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you soon. Oh, that's awesome, John. We'll make sure to have the questions ready, and we're going to give you guys an up-close tour of the whole place. Sharon, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you in. Sharon's going to head out for the night. We have that look about us that makes it look like we know what we're doing. It's interesting, and there's a further past photographer right there beside him.
Maybe they think that they won't take their picture.
They'll take their picture for free.
Yeah.
Just
They did
hand
that
them your
at
camera.
Mexican.
Yeah.
That just feels really good.
All right, so here's the question. Should we go ride Flight of Passage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
There's no line all through the looks like all through the queue outside.
So the question is everybody in the chat, will you guys hang out with us and hang tight as we go through the darker areas of the queue, where we may lose a little bit of connection here and there, but we'll try to get you in on the ride, and we'll put you in a bush at the back.
Yep. Family.
So Jay Wild, I was not unfortunately able to get to a computer space today as I was expected to, so I'll have to make sure to do that later on this evening. So we gotta finish. You gotta finish that.
I got this.
You gotta chug it. So here, I'm gonna turn this around.
Oh, geez. Now everybody can see.
Now we're gonna let you watch her do a rum blossom. Is it really chugging if you're using a straw?
We have a great
Sip, 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 sip.
As far as I can go, the boba ball's soaked up in the rest.
Christmas tree is starting to light up.
I'm really fun at parties. I have never been to a party. You can kind of see the ground starting to light up.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got nothing but boba in there now.
I know.
Trying to get. There we go. It's the wrong flavor.
Yeah, it went down even lower.
That is genuinely my favorite ride in this whole entire park.
That was really good.
My favorite Disney ride so far.
Yeah.
Yes.
5 out of 5 Banshees.
What about Ekrons?
What do you say?
You like Ekrons too?
Yeah.
All right. Shall we do this? You guys ready? All right. So if you guys are just joining us, we're here in Pandora. We're gonna take a shot at trying to stream and going into Flight of Passage. So you guys come on in. And if you guys are watching and you haven't hit that thumbs up button yet, help us out. See if we can get a little bit to the next milestone. So Gonna turn the camera around and let's take a nighttime tour. Flight of Passage. All right. Great. Hello, hello. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you too. His birthday's in February. It's not really. It doesn't matter when your actual birthday is. If you're celebrating your birthday. Susan and I celebrated our anniversary months after the fact before. That's right, we're diving into the lag zone. John says it should be a 30-minute predicted wait. Somebody do a timestamp for me at 8 o'clock. We'll see how long it actually takes us to get through. Whoa! There's a line. Great pictures here. So guys, the very first time my family and I rode this ride, it was the day after the very first Happily Ever After. It was 3 weeks. Saturday is exactly 3 weeks before the official grand opening of Pandora. We came as a annual pass holder. Preview on the first group. And they gave us these little paper passes that were for us to get on, so everybody got to ride one time. But they put us through the fast pass line. We're like, no. We want to go through the queue. They're like, well, I mean, I guess you could, but it's really long. And we're like, no, we want to go through the queue. So we got to walk through the queue. Nobody else. Because everybody else is going straight through the fast pass. We will experience some lag here though, guys, so while we're into the caves. Yep. That's a secret passage. Did I go the right way? Okay. Welcome in, Annabelle. Annabella. I do that a lot when I'm watching the screen. I do that all the time. Annabella, welcome in. We just skipped that first room there.
Dude, oh my God, we're already here.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, thank you so much, Grace. That's awesome. Hopefully we'll get to see you one of these days. Hello, guys.
Hi, bye.
Ooh, bathrooms. I've never used the bathrooms on this ride. So what we can. Don't worry, if we have to, we'll refresh in the labs. JWoww says, when I stayed at the movies, I did not even get to see all of the resort. So that'd be cool. You can catch up with us tomorrow. Grace and peace with the stream. May the connectivities be with you always. So, I mean, this is a pretty intense queue. It's got the organic of the cave and of the wildlife in here. And then, of course, you go into the labs and it's got that whole other, effect to it.
6 minutes so far.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Oh my gosh, let's go somewhere else. I'm sick of this. 6 minutes. This is crazy. Okay. Gabriel says, I love this ride. And I mean, I love the Navi River as well. And that's an earworm to get stuck when I have to get off that ride. Kids don't like it when we get off because, I'm like, singing along. Welcome in, WWE fan. We are in line for Flight of Passage. Standby posted time was 50 minutes. John Self is saying it's going to be 30 minutes. We got in line at 8 o'clock. When are we going to get on the ride? Let's see exactly what our standby time is going to be. Awesome, Lou M. I'm glad we get to have a night stream too. After we get finished riding, we're going to go back out in the Pandora and hang out a bit. The park closes at 8:30. That gives us plenty of time to just kind of hang out and see some of the cool bioluminescence that's going to be around the area. But we haven't had a chance to really enjoy here on the stream in a very long time. And if you guys are new with us here on stream, we normally do park hopping. We normally do, not park hopping, but rope dropping. So we usually do morning streams, but I have been wanting to come back at night here at Animal Kingdom for a long time. So thank you for joining us for a nighttime event for once. Ernest, it's just, I don't even know if it comes across all that well on the stream.
It's more,
Doing well, WWE fan. Glad to have you in tonight. Look, it looks like the inside of my college refrigerator.
Oh.
What do you mean you didn't have to clean it out if you unplugged it? No, you do.
Yeah, we do.
that sounds way too funny.
My dog was my roommate. So.
Well, he should have had a refrigerator. That was on you. That's your fault. No, I had a. I learned about all kinds of new bacterial and other contagious diseases from my college roommate.
Oh.
Yeah, he bought a dozen of a dozen donuts from some fundraiser, and slipped them under his bed and forgot about them.
Oh no.
And he started having these rashes and pustules pop up on his wrist, and he had to go to the doctor. And the doctor says, you have this. I don't even remember what it's called now. But I was like, I've never heard that word before. And is it contagious? He's like, yes. And yeah, I did get it. And we finally found out what it was. It was this thing of Krispy Kreme donuts that he left under his bed for like 3 months.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, if they were like McDonald's fries, it would have made a difference. But no, we're talking about
Right.
real food ingredients.
Krispy Kreme and Chick-fil-A, that's all I need.
So he had a bacterial growth. He had a science project growing under his bed, and eventually his one of his professors kicked him out of class because he was just yeah.
Oh, no.
Like, you need to go take care of that.
Wow.
That was fun. We learned a lot in college. One of the rules: eat your donuts or throw them away.
Yeah.
If you're eating them, you
Ooh, did we hit 200? Thank you guys so much for hitting that thumbs up when you guys are popping in tonight. Appreciate it. And you guys did it. You hit 200 likes on the stream. Congratulations, everybody. And by the way, speaking of numbers, we had an amazing day yesterday at the Magic Kingdom. If you missed the stream, had a ton of fun. A lot longer stream than we normally did, but I think a lot of people were asking, well, can we do that kind of fun again? We'd love to go back to the Magic Kingdom on a Sunday and replicate all the things we did yesterday. So the coolest thing is we had tons of new members join the Magic Crew who found us simply because you guys shared out the stream on social media, made the chat fun by the likes and the chats, and by the end of the day, we actually surpassed our next milestone, and we are 8,400 members strong here in the Magic Crew. So thank you guys so much, and to all of our new crew members, thank you for being a part of our streams. You guys make the streams so much more magical. Popping in, the more the magical. And thank you guys for hitting the subscribe button yesterday. Will we hit 8,500 this week? Let's hope so. Invite some friends, have fun. Let's see what happens. No, it kind of it reminds me of E.T. in here, except for the mold.
I haven't watched it in so long.
Theo, that's why we tell you. Oh, that's weird. There we go.
My screen half my screen froze.
Oh, it did it here too. That's where it came from. It wasn't yours. It was from here. It took a second for it to grab the whole screen. Let it go. Let it go. We want the whole screen back. Let it go. Not bad. We're halfway through what John is forecasting as, you know, our wait time.
16 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like 8:06 minutes. So I'm like,
We did a split screen. I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, the mountain banshee is a keystone species. Oh, it's not on.
well, they don't have it on.
Was it on earlier?
When we came through.
No, it wasn't on earlier. But I thought they might have. So normally
They drip water down and they throw a strobe light on it, so it has a really cool, wicked cool effect
Jimmy
to it.
Neutron's virus. I still think the coolest thing here is.
I meant behind it. I'm out. Okay.
No, the metal's pretty cool too.
These guys are pretty wicked.
Yeah, they are big. This is a very well done game. For sure.
It's so freaky.
So cool.
When he kicks, it freaks
Yeah,
me
when he
out.
moves, it's like, ah! Hey, John, this is good. This is what we call empirical evidence. We're testing it out in the real world.
Oh my god.
That was the quickest I've ever been.
Crazy.
Insane.
Now, we've come through here on a VIP tour.
They have VIP tours down there?
Oh yeah, you can do a VIP tour, and we got walked right up the fast pass lane, right up into the ride. Got off, and as we were walking out, the kids were like, "That's so much fun! We had so much fun!" And the VIP tour guy says, "Well, you guys want to do it again?" The kids like, "Yeah." They're like, "So we did." So they just took us right around, and we went right back in.
That's awesome.
VIP tours are amazing. If you do a VIP tour, let me give you some advice. Don't do it on the first day of your vacation because it ruins the rest of your vacation. Because the first day you're like, I'm getting on everything as fast as possible. And the rest of your vacation you're like, why am I in line?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So Epcot versus
So, Chris, have you decided who you would like to sit next to on our adventure?
I think you should connect to the new timer. What's your reaction? You've already been on
He
it.
gets to hear your reactions.
Well, I have done it once,
But
still.
you're still going to react.
Black hole impacted intergalactic transmission. Now, you've only ridden it once before. I want to give you a secret.
Okay.
At the end of the ride,
Yes.
when you're stopped at the end and you know it's about to finish,
Yeah.
what I want you to do is I want you to lean up a little bit. Don't stand up because you'll get in trouble.
Right.
But stand up and look down. Now, not like straight down, but
Right.
where the environment is, there's something at the bottom, that's looking at you. And most people look straight ahead and don't even know that there's somebody down there.
Now I need to look down.
So at the very end, when you land and you're like standing there, just kind of lean your head down and look down like at a 45-degree angle down.
So like just before they start the whole.
Right before you get pulled back out of your avatar.
I'll take a look. I'll see what we can see. Are you gonna do it too? Have you seen it?
That's just what I feel, John. I don't know, but other people might not agree with that, but. We're moving right along. Howler monkeys. Like Scoob, they didn't say anything about howler monkeys. Disney Day Hoppers, welcome in. Disney Day Hoppers, we're about to ride Flight of Passage. 50-minute standby posted. We've been in line for 21 minutes. Not bad. Oh, I want them to still look at the screen. I don't want them to look all the way down. Don't look around. I just want you to look at the screen and just kind of look that way. Most of the time, you just kind of look straight out. I want you to still look out into the environment. I just want you to turn it and just kind of go like that.
Were you able to see the Navi guide when we landed in the cave?
I did. Yeah, I saw it.
I don't ever recommend that anybody look around.
That's what they told me.
I do.
Don't look around.
That's what they told me. And
Ride it several times. I actually rode this ride about 15 times before I finally decided that I was going to look around. And I don't know. It's like I'm kind of torn. I'm like, part of me is like, that was cool. The other part of me is like, it would have been nice not to have known.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, honestly, when you watch magicians and you sit there and they're like, ta-da! And you're like, you had it behind your back. I saw when you switched it out.
You do that.
You know? Sometimes it's just not, it's nice just to go, that was cool, and leave it at that, you know? Enjoy the magic.
I'm the logical guy. I'm like, all right, this is
I got to figure this out. No, I don't know what was going on there.
man.
That's why I'm scared to do the behind-the-scenes Magic Kingdom tour. I don't think I want to know.
You mean the Keys to the Kingdom?
Yeah, I don't think I want to know.
The utilidors are amazing. The utilidors are. Oh, it's a utilidor. There's no magic. It's cool.
There's no magic.
It's a hallway.
This is the Disney street. There's no magic.
Behind the line, you're gonna
Just so that we're gathering data all at the same time. And WWE fan is back. I mean, I love you guys and everything, but if they say they're looking for a party of one, I'm leaving. No, just,
I get it.
I'm leaving you in a bush and I'll find you on the way out. No. So when they brought you out the exit earlier today, did you get to see the handprints?
I don't think so.
Have you ever seen the handprints? Do you have any idea what I'm asking about?
I do. Isn't it on the second and third floor though?
We'll look for them on the way out, and if so, I'll show them to you guys. There's some really cool, like, cave handprints that are left there. And so if we see them, I'll point them out to you. I'm the stupid guy who likes to walk up and put my hand on them, going, oh, "That's cool."
I know. I was just like, I can't wait.
Did you notice the pigment ones?
Nope, where are you two? I'm out. Let me out.
Go for it. I'll know how we can
Come with me. We'll find them later.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm okay.
But yes, I did notice the figment one.
Yeah.
Jay Wild knows what I'm talking about. I bet there's some other people on the stream you know too. If not, stick with us. I'll show you. Now, here's the thing, guys. I cannot hold this stream during the ride unless I get a cast member who goes, no, it's okay, but I've never met one of those. I've heard that there are some out there, but I have not ever met one. So we will be putting you guys in the back on a shelf. Remind me, I always put them on the top shelf, and that's the worst place to put them. So I'm gonna put it on the bottom shelf. So
I'll put my stuff on the top shelf.
you like top shelf?
That's cool.
Yeah, good way to go. I'm just glad I get it on the floor. I'm fine. Sponge it up, squeeze it out. It's all good. So we are about 4 minutes away from park closing by the time we get out. The park will be closed. So we'll just enjoy Pandora for a few minutes.
And you'll be able to see it.
How is the stream, guys? Are we holding up our video okay? Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo! Party one.
Oh, you ruined it for us, Juan.
Awesome. Keeping everybody intact. By the way, is it safe to ride an Ecron wearing 75 pounds of metallic, ribbonized metals?
I took it off earlier. I didn't want to even
I mean,
risk it.
if it flies up and hits you in the face and knocks you out, can we stream that? Is that okay? Can we? Oh yeah.
It'd be amusing for me to watch later.
Yeah, we'll go back and let the doctor see what happened. No, seriously, this is what happened. It's awesome. The doctor goes, rewind that. I want to see that again. Oh, thank you, Laura. Hope they know what she said. I didn't. Stairs?
Oh no.
Stairs? What? Stairs?
You know what? I'm done with my race, so okay.
More stairs.
Oh.
I can't remember the last time I got stairs on the way in.
Please enter all the way into the room and stand on the number you were given.
What numbers were we assigned? 11. 10.
Yeah, you're gonna be next to you.
I'm going to be 4.
Just follow around the railing and fill the room.
3.
That's right. Please fill all the way in and stand on your assigned number.
You gotta remember the number. Because tomorrow on Rise, when they interrogate you, they're gonna ask you to remember without looking down.
Prepare pressure doors. Systems ready.
Well, that's wrong. That's Derek Jeter's number.
Well, you got to remember your color tomorrow.
Yeah, don't forget your color.
It's your color. Your number's okay.
You'll understand when you read the ride.
You've seen our streams in
Please
Open
enter
Rise,
all the way
right?
into the
Yeah.
room
You know where to
and
stand
on the number you
on
were
the shuttle.
given.
It's not bad.
Okay. Sealed genetic matching room.
So that doesn't sound ominous at
Hi,
all.
and welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Navi rite of passage, riding on the back of a Banshee by being genetically matched and linked to an Avatar. Using avatars to fly this way was all figured out by my boss, Dr. Jackie Ogden. She leads our science team, which is part of the Pandora Conservation Initiative, and we're here in the Valley of Moara studying banshees and their environment. Over a generation ago, this enormous company called the RDA created a lot of damage to the area through their bad mining practices and conflicts with the Na'vi. Just like on Earth, it can take decades for ecosystems to recover. One way to understand what's going on with an ecosystem is to study what are called keystone species. These are animals like tigers, jaguars, seals. The banshee is one of these important animals. Dr. Ogden is the foremost expert on studying the Ikron and has spent years researching them. Unfortunately, banshees live high in rookeries and humans can't get anywhere near them without becoming their lunch. But the Na'vi and avatars can.
It's so delightful.
In fact, the Na'vi have been riding on the backs of banshees since their earliest history. Thanks to science, avatars can ride on banshees too. That's why you're linking to an avatar. It was Dr. Ogden who restarted the Avatar program. It's because of her that you're able to go through this rite of passage today. Pandora is a breathtaking natural world. I cannot wait for you guys to see it for yourselves. So, let's get ready for our next... Huh? I'll be right back. Put the standby system on, quickly.
Standby. We're looking into delays with the genetic matching system. Starting system-wide diagnostics. Help us out and move around a little.
Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it.
It's not.
Okay, to get you flying on a Banshee, we need to find each of you an avatar. Let's prep the genetic sampling.
I'm on it.
Okay,
Where was
first
that
we
guy
need to
the whole
find the
time?
compatible match of your genetic material with the genetic material of one of the avatar bodies that we already have. Once we do that, you'll be able to link to that avatar
And
fly.
oh, there we go.
Help us out and move around a bit. Almost. Yes, got it. Now, let's find you your avatar matches.
Welcome in, Ariella. Welcome to the Flight of Passage. Oh, am I locked? I'm locked. Okay, good.
All right, you've all been matched with avatars.
My Navi is always bald.
Looks like they're ready for you in the next room. When the door opens, please go inside, all the way in, and stand over the same number that you're standing over now. And I'll see you in there.
Keep count how many times he says that.
And oh, love the smell. 14. 14. Same number? Four.
Exact same number as before.
Thank you.
I want to go through and count.
Oh, that's a scary. Oh wait, that's me.
Everybody make sure we're on our number. You might
Oh my gosh. Look how short Sarah is. She's like.
Great, you've all made it. It's important that you can all see me, so move a little if you can't. Before we send you to the link chamber, let's watch this piece by Dr. Ogden, who runs the program.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Jackie Ogden from the Pandora Conservation Initiative. You're about to experience a ceremony that's very special to the Na'vi, flying on the back of an Ikran, or as we call it, a Banshee. To the Na'vi, connecting to an Ikran and flying on its back is an incredibly important rite of passage they call Ikni Maya. With permission from the Na'vi and in partnership with Alpha Centauri Expeditions, we can now bring this amazing experience to you. The way you'll be able to fly is by linking to an avatar that's already on the back of an Ikran. Let's see how this works.
We establish a link using powerful psionic amplification equipment. A human driver is connected to an avatar, which could be physically hundreds of kilometers away. When you follow our technician into the link chamber, you'll see a series of 16 link chairs. Please go to the number that matches the number you're standing on now. First, stow your gear in the storage containers on the back wall. This should include all bags, cameras, and other items, including cell phones. It's important to push them all the way into the bin. Then get onto the chair as you would a bike. Straddle the seat, step forward, and sit down. Slide your hips forward until you are against the chest pad, and then move your feet all the way forward. Wait until you're seated before you put on your flight visors. Hold on to the hand grips as shown. It's important to hold on to the hand grips at all times. After you're seated, back and leg restraints will be firmly engaged. For your safety, throughout this entire experience, always remain seated and supervise your children.
Once the link takes place, you'll be connected to your avatar and sitting on the back of an Ikran. It'll feel like you're really there. Moments later, you'll begin your flight. A Na'vi guide will lead you out. You'll experience the breathtaking beauty of Pandora, but you might also face some of its greatest challenges. Some of this flight might be intense. but trust your guide and be brave. As the Na'vi say during this important rite of passage,
Sibako.
Rise to the challenge. Good luck.
All right, you ready? Let's get you into the link chamber.
Attention travelers, you'll be straight at a height above the ground in the floor of belief for this 4-minute, 30-second experience. If you are afraid of heights, prone to motion sickness, or cannot remain seated for the entire experience, and would like to opt out, please let me know now. Once you're ready, follow me. 9 through 16, you follow them right this way. Now, travelers, next up, the other side.
Attention drivers, stow your gear on the back wall and then get onto the link chair the way we showed you in the
Such a
video.
great smell.
Then put on your flight visors. For your safety, throughout this entire experience, remain seated, lean forward, holding onto the hand grips, and supervise your children.
Bottom bush, bottom bush.
Para su seguridad, durante toda esta experiencia deberán permanecer sentados, inclinarse hacia adelante agarrando las barras y supervisen a sus niños. Gracias.
All right, travelers, make sure you take a seat. No link chairs. Traveling all the way forward, next all the way up. Alrighty, travelers, remember scoot all the way forward.
The shelf's not going to move or shake, is it?
That it should, no, it should be fine. Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely. Alrighty, travelers, make sure we're seated all the way forward. You're gonna feel a push in the pull after restraints. And they're coming up now.
Restraints activated.
Alrighty, travelers, are we ready for flight? Yeah! Perfect, we'll be taking off momentarily. Zibako! Alrighty, travelers, make sure
travelers, your linking process will take place momentarily.
I don't believe the back I'm not really positive. I know the forward will be. I'm not sure how far that is back. I just wanted to touch base with you because I actually have the same one. I know that it's fine. It's actually use them a few times. Okay, then it worked good. Okay, I got it.
What? I'm a different female listener.
Welcome back. Please step off the link chair, gather your belongings, and exit the link chamber.
Yeah?
I didn't have spray.
Oh, you did it?
I didn't have spray.
Oh, no.
Are we still there, Gus?
By the way, we saw your friend there.
We were a little
Attention
high
drivers.
up. Usually if you're on lower levels, you can see him a little
Go
better.
to the link chair the way we showed you in the video. Then put
Are
on
you
your
guys
flight
still
mask.
with us? Everybody still there? Sivako. So if you're on one of the lower levels, it's a lot easier to see him. But we were really high up.
I saw him.
He's just sitting on the edge there. And he just turns around and looks at you. So it's a different experience because you guys in the back are not moving, but our seats are. The entire hallway that the seats are in, the ride vehicles, move the entire time. Which is why you can really tell when you watch it from the back like that. Yeah, you can go back and watch and see what it looks like. I'll catch back up in the chat in just a moment, guys. I want to make sure I get down the stairs and out for everybody else. If you guys are just joining us, welcome in. Just got finished writing Flight of Passage here in Animal Kingdom. All right, guys, hold right there. Just hold here for just a second. Whew, great ride.
Incredible.
Jay Watt said this perspective is awesome. It does.
I can't wait.
It does give you. I know. It's Sarah's like, I want to go back and watch it. I want to go back and watch it now.
Yeah.
All right. So what I wanted,
definitely hear me.
what I wanted to show you guys is this right here. It's the 3Js. The 3Js. And this is, I think, John Landau, who's the producer of Avatar. This is James Cameron. And this is Joe Rohde. He's the Imagineer who created everything that we have here in the park. So these three guys here, combination of Avatar and Disney, is what these are the three guys responsible for making sure this the project's here.
I love Joe Rohde. I'm gonna put my.
There we go, Gabriel. James
Oh,
Cameron.
jeez.
Here, why don't you guys all three? Here, give me your camera. You guys put your hand up against there, and I'll just take a picture of you guys. Say, I see you. You guys, Sarah, look back. Over the shoulder. All right, there you go.
Thank you.
That's cool.
So it's a good little detail. And the funny thing is, guys, everyone else who walked out of this ride
Didn't even.
walked right by it.
I would have never known.
It's all the little details. And also to show you just how huge Joe Rohde's hands are compared to James and John.
He was tall.
Yeah. Sivako! Glad you guys could hang out with us.
It felt very different.
Locker party over. Out of the locker. I got the stream out of the bush.
I had already done it. So I just haven't done that. Oh, what's gonna happen?
Welcome in, Ocean Blue. Glad you could join the stream tonight.
You know what I mean?
Welcome in.
I didn't have that hole in my gut of, oh my god, what's gonna happen? And I really liked it. I loved it.
That's true.
I know. But again, I don't.
And if anybody has hit the subscribe button tonight and joined our channel, and hopefully our future streams that we have on a Monday through Friday basis, we'd love for you guys to tell us. Let us know in the chat. If you hit the subscribe button, introduce yourself. This crew, our chat, is an amazing group of people, very supportive, very welcoming, and we want to make sure that you get recognized. So the next time you pop in, we can say hello and welcome back. Look at that. We got to see the doors open.
That was pretty cool. Now wait until you guys see the outside.
I'm glad you get to see it, Jay Wild, especially after working so hard all day. The park is now closed. So I'm hoping that some of the guests slowly make their way out of the area. We can kind of enjoy Pandora a little bit. Margus, welcome in. Glad you could join us tonight. This is exactly why I did not want to do a rope drop this morning. I wanted to just experience the night. I've been talking about this for a while. And I realized after 7 hours yesterday, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a night stream tomorrow and just kind of take it easy in the morning. I say take it easy. Work on other things. Good evening, and Jumbo, Michael Littlejohns. Jill, get to work, get that training, make it happen. Jill's gonna head out for the night.
Bye, Jill. See you tomorrow. And Gabriel. That was a nice surprise.
Hawk the Fam says, that was cool to watch even from the locker.
That's awesome. I'm so excited to go back and see it.
So Nez, I don't know if you've ever seen that perspective before. It is quite unique.
We saw it once from the bottom shelf and it like tipped. So like half of it was covered in black the whole time.
Yeah. The problem is when you do the top, it also has the same kind of effect. Sometimes you just don't get to see anything at all.
Oh, we're skipping the gift shop. Oh, you can skip. I didn't even know that was
Yeah, you can skip the gift shop.
Oh.
It's one of the few places in Disney World you can.
Well, I just spent a lot of money there. So effective.
Ariella, welcome in. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. We have a few of our Magic crew who watch from Australia. We're glad to have another one. So good morning and happy Tuesday. Hello, Terry from the Mahia family. All right, now, I cannot, with good conscience, bring you to Pandora at nighttime without sharing with you guys one of the coolest secrets about Pandora. You guys ready to see something that they will probably never tell you about otherwise?
Yeah.
Let's go over this way. I guess the biggest question I have to ask the three of you is, do you trust me?
Yes.
Because I'm going to ask you to do something that's going to be a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's going to be in the dark, so it's going to take me a second.
Okay.
But I'm going to take you along this dark path over here. Thank you guys for keeping the planet clean. You too, thank you. All right, so we're in the middle of Pandora here, guys. The Valley of Moar. It's very dark out here. You never know what might happen or what you can see or what you might be able to find. But the thing about this area is there's lots of places that are very interactive. Okay. And you see this little trunk over here? Yeah. Little tree trunk? Oh, there's a hole. There's a few holes. Here. Who wants to stick their finger in that hole?
Mayo. Mayo's doing that. 100%.
Can you see the hole? It's a little dark.
Watch him get it stuck.
I know,
You should be able to turn your hand up and just put your finger slightly up into the hole.
Got it? Yeah, it's all there.
Is it all the way in? Let me check. Let me make sure it's the right one. I'm just sending you in crazily. Well, there's a lot of... Oh, let me see it.
I'm the one doing.
Oh, what's going on over there?
He's like, what I do?
Which hole was it?
Let's see if I can get over here and find it. Right here.
Oh, that's so cool.
Just reach your hand in this little space right there. I don't know if it likes that you're doing that or if it doesn't like that you're doing that. Wow. Shall we go around and stick our hand into some other holes? You never know what you might find. I have to find them. It's easier in the daytime, trust me. All right, let's go to the next one. I can't remember if there was one here. I know there's one on the next tree. So you guys, I'm showing a couple of our nighttime secrets to our friends here. All right, you see how gnarly it looks inside this little thing right here? Oop. If I can find it. Right there. Stick your hand up in there. Anything?
No, unless I'm not pushing the right thing.
You see on the other side?
Yeah.
Here, how about you step over there where he's at, and I'll... I want to lean it up so they can possibly see it as well. It kind of goes around the corner there. A little space if you tickle the tree just right. And I got one more. But you guys knew about this, right?
No, this is awesome.
You go around sticking your hands into places it shouldn't be all the time. All right, the next one over here.
Oh, yeah, that is something.
Gotta remember exactly what, like I said, oh.
I think it's this one right here.
Oh, right up there.
I mean, you agree.
Is that it? There you go. Magic Crew secrets.
Oh, we need to go to Magic Crew.
If you find the spot, there you go. You found it. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, yeah. You ain't never had a friend like me. Hey, let's go stick our hands up a tree. Sure.
Yeah, that was me.
So there are some really cool secret spots. They only work at night. So we love to share little stuff like that with you guys. That's what we enjoy doing. That's why we enjoy moving here and learning this stuff so we can share it. And there may even be other secrets that we only share if we help you book your trip, because we can't tell everybody. Because then, you know, but let us know if we can help you out with some secret tips and tricks as things go. But notice our ground. This is where it's really good to have the tactical flashlight. If you come along with the flashlight. Now, you don't have a flashlight, but Sarah, why don't you turn your flashlight on your phone? Come over to the dark area here and just put your phone all the way down on the ground. And just hold it for a few seconds. All right, now lift it up. And turn your phone away.
Whoa!
That's why if you have yourself a tactical flashlight that's got a lot of lumens to it, you can basically draw on the ground.
That is so cool.
So even with a iPhone flashlight, you could draw even a hidden Mickey on the ground. So there's a few other places you can try it. See that call? Pandora just has a completely different feel at night.
It's beautiful.
Now, the first time we stepped into here at night, I was a little concerned that the pods were going to pop open and we were going to have to run for our lives. So this is the part of the stream where I get out my other device and I grab some video and content to share with people on TikTok. What's that alien sound? All right. Take you guys back over here. So back in the summer of 2017, Disney had a contest for to win a glamping, and you could sleep here in Pandora. And we were here the day after they put the tent up on the other side, and we got to see some of the tent information and stuff like that. The cool thing was, after the winner and his fiance stayed here, he saw my post and contacted me and said, "Hey, I'd love to send you some pictures." And he sent me some pictures of some of the things they did that night, and inside of the tent. It was amazing.
That's incredible.
It was extremely nice of him to do that. They arrived here. They were then taken over. Of course, they were escorted everywhere. Taken over to Tiffin's. They had a chef prepare them dinner. Then they brought them back over to the tent where they had a gigantic charcuterie board and snacks ready for them. And of course, the top of the tent had a plastic like skyline. That's right, Jay Wild. Don't forget, tomorrow is the opening day for registration for the Run Disney virtual series. 3 5Ks. And if you're interested in signing up for the virtual 5Ks, they're usually not nearly as bad as signing up for the regulars. So, but I think we're gonna try to set up our own virtual 5Ks over the summer. So. One of the best benches in all of Walt Disney World. Right there.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I haven't said a lot up to this point. I was made aware of the incident. You know, we're good friends with the FPE network and the FPE group, and unfortunately Explorer Jen did lose her mother this weekend. So please keep her and her family in your prayers, and they will be traveling to spend time with family this week. So. See you, WWE fan. Have a great one, Artemis. We'll see you on the next stream. You can see our moon over there. Now, if you get close to the woods over there, you can actually hear certain wildlife rustling through the brush and making noises, including viper wolf and, you know, other noises like that. Of course, your ears work out perfect for this area.
They do. They're awesome.
It's like its own night blossom. So this is where the glamping tent was set up, and the actual tent was right in this area. So only one side of the roof had a skyline in it, and it was the one facing the mountains. So as I sat in the tent eating their charcuterie, it faced the mountains over here. Of course, the noises of the animals and the water and everything all night long.
They don't turn those off.
All right, so do me a favor. I'm going to set this up. Can you hold this for just a second?
Oh boy.
I'm going to try to see if I can find a surface that's kind of... Try to get it like right over there. Like where those people are right now. Can you see them? It's kind of so dark, it's hard to tell.
Lean it.
Alright. Stay here, I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi everyone. Sarah takes over the stream. I have no idea what's happening. He left me alone with the stream. Do you see him? No. I'm like blocking my own view.
There he is.
Oh, I got you. The gimbal keeps trying to turn. I don't know if I hit a button. He's easy to spot with the hat, especially in the dark.
Did any of them show up? Could you tell?
The first one did.
First one looked pretty good. Disney day hoppers still haven't been able to enjoy AK at night. It is a different experience.
It is. It's very peaceful.
Did you guys want to explore any other place in here before we make our way out? And thank you guys so much for hitting the thumbs up when you come into the chat. Makes a huge difference. Now, they'll tell you that there are no hidden Mickeys in Pandora.
Oh, look at that.
But, I don't know. I love shots like this where it's like no one. We've got the whole planet to ourselves.
I know, this is amazing.
Welcome into Florida, man. How are you guys doing? I hadn't seen you guys in a while. Everybody's doing okay, I hope. I tell you, it's great. Thank you guys so much, the three of you, for helping us out and letting us be a part of your day and your trip and your races and your birthdays.
Thanks for having us.
So
Awesome. Thank you.
it's always fun to share some things, especially for those who've never seen it before. And can't say that most people come on their first trip to Pandora and get that intimate with the trees.
Hey, those trees were
They're family now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Florida man. We appreciate the feedback. And by the way, if you guys ever have any feedback, either positive or negative, anything you think we can do to improve, send me an email over at chris@eartoearmagic.com. I would love to hear from you guys. Anything we can do to make your stream experiences better. We are all about doing things for our community and making sure that we have a wonderful time in the parks. So yeah, Jim Mama's mama says I should hide you in the parks tonight and see if the security can find you.
Yeah.
Now do you know all the secrets of Pandora? Anyone want to say goodbye to our carnivore?
I'll go say bye.
He's saying bye before you even get over there.
I'm going to back up a little bit. Hit him hard. Can you hear him? Can you hear his heart tonight? Wait, that's his stomach. Step back, step back, step back.
I just got so good. Dripped all down my face.
Welcome to our pod people here. Wow, Vicky, you're going to start making us, we're going to get, a little spoiled having you on all these live streams. How you doing tonight, Vicky? Hope your Monday was a beautiful start to the week. I'm going to turn around and give you guys one last look. The Valley of Moar, Pandora at night. I'm glad we finally got to come back and take you guys with us. Dumb question, are we on a path in the park? Oh, this is completely open. All of these paths are the same paths that are available at nighttime as in the daytime. It's just sometimes, they're harder to find at night, and some of the areas and some of the things that we showed you guys on the stream, you might not be able to access during the daytime. And there's something about being in a Disney park at night after it's closed. You guys want to go see a beacon of magic?
Yeah, there's still those
maybe. Mickey's Bell, Mark. Good evening. I hope you guys do, and this is always an open invitation. If you guys are in the parks and you see us streaming, please come over and say hello. You are our Ohana, our Disney family, part of our crew. So please come over and say hello. We'd love to meet you and see you in person. Can you feel the love tonight? It's the rectangle of life. It's a great backdrop. Good to hear, Vicky. Thank you, Amy. You guys got it. Our mods are awesome, by the way. Let's give a round of applause to all the mods, whether or not they're in the chat or not, or if they're slacking off and playing on the park, whatever. No, Amy reminded me as well, our patron call for April will be tomorrow evening, starting at 7 p.m. If you are one of our patrons on patreon.com, please come and join us on our Zoom call. Everyone from all 5 levels of Patreon are welcome, invited, and would love to have you come join us on both video and audio on our call. That's where we get to have our patrons talk about what they want to talk about, and we get to learn about each other a little more. And if you've always wanted to join, today and tomorrow will be the best time to do it, because our call is going to be tomorrow night and you'll have to wait a whole nother month to join our patron call. So check it out at patreon.com/ear to ear magic. Good night, Jackie. Have a great, wonderful night. Welcome in, Chandler Mixer. Пойдем на Серега сфоткать. Мира, пойдем. Hear the fireworks in the other parks. It's so quiet. There's only a few families here left. Park closed almost an hour ago. Great time for some night photos, to chill and take a break. Well, to all of you guys who join us on our live streams, who watch our TikToks, like our Instagram posts, comment on our Facebook posts, thank each and every one of you guys for all that you do to support us here at ear-to-ear magic. It has always been a dream of ours to continually grow as a community and to provide great information from a family perspective about what we love to do, and that's hanging out at the parks here at Disney World and Universal. And every time you like a post, every time you leave a comment, every time you like one of our live streams, all you do is continually blow air into the balloon that we're filling up as we continually grow our dreams, and you guys are making it happen. So thank you so much for being in our community, for being in our group, for being such a positive and supportive aspect of everything that we've created together as we've enjoyed just hanging out in the parks. Thank you guys so much for everything. Well, as we finish out tonight, as always, we enjoy the fun, we enjoy the live streams. But we want to make sure that we can continue to grow as a small business as well, to take care of our family. And we always ask that if you or anyone you know is ready to travel, please send us an email and let us help you plan and book your vacations for no cost whatsoever to you. And our goal is not to help Disney or Universal sell bigger and more expensive vacations. Our job is to make sure that you have a magical time and create wonderful memories with your family, just like we want you guys to do on the live stream. So reach out to us, send us an email over at chrisedwards@travelmation.net. Copy Susan Edwards at travelmation.net. And please help us out. Refer us to our friends and family. Anybody who would like to do some traveling in 2022 and 2023, we're glad to help you guys out. Well, it has been a wonderful evening, but it's time for us to head on out of the parks tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. We will be back with you guys over at the All-Star Sports, and then music and movies. Our schedule for the rest of the week, this might get a little bright, and I apologize after having such a calm thing here, but we will be at the All-Star Resort starting tomorrow at 11 a.m., back at Universal Wednesday, Thursday at Epcot, and Friday at a undisclosed surprise location. We're going to take you guys someplace we've never been before, and we're going to take you guys with us when we go. So make sure to have those bell notifications hit before you leave out tonight. And as soon as these come up on our schedule for this week and on our channel, help us out. Go ahead and hit the likes and start commenting. We'd love to have you guys, chat back and forth even before we turn the cameras on, as you guys always do. So, well, it's been a pleasure. It's been a blast, but it's also been a long day. So have a wonderful night, everybody. Make sure to reach out to those friends who need a little extra sunshine, even in the middle of the night, and share it along with them. We'll see you guys very, very soon tomorrow back in the parks. See you guys. Good night.